Goblin chicken.
Goblin chicken.
Good day and salutations, everyone. And welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole.
Let's get it on!
Brought to you by Goblin Chickens.
Yes, I'm ready for one more round for the next 2 hours.
I'm trying,
The
all
combat
right.
is
I
crazy.
know there's a lot.
You're taking them away.
I just did everything epic I intended to do.
Yeah,
in
and
this
you
combat.
also ended the bad.
We also
okay.
inserted like at least 38 minutes of dick jokes, let's be honest.
So,
Some
without
are.
further ado, let's get to it. If you have any questions on who we
38
like,
minutes.
go check the descriptions below. They are awesome people for all the miniatures, for all the,
And our
arts.
Patreon.
And Patreon, yeah. Check our
Support
Patreon.
us.
We got a lot
And
of feedbacks on there.
OnlyFans.
It's not
You'll like
looking
it.
for-
Let it intro.
All right, stick around, and you're going to see this conclusion, hopefully, of this amazing battle. See you in a moment.
3 episodes.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand, I won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll.
Go, go, go!
Hi. That is my intro every time because of the terrible countdown.
Support us on
David
Patreon to see the
believes
behind the
that
scenes
seconds
version.
are
Yeah.
variable. So we're going to introduce a new Patreon tier. If you actually give us money for this, there will be a reward where we will use a timer instead of David, and then we will have a legitimate intro.
There we go.
We need money to buy a timer. So.
Right, yeah, you know, this
We
takes up
need-
our free penny.
We need money
really
to
does.
get David to let go of the controls.
Yeah.
So that's
All right, there you go.
We need
Everyone
money
make it
to
happen.
get David drunk, to get alcohol, to get David drunk enough to let go of the controls.
yeah, that's what it is.
Is that what it is?
I'm on the wrong part of the show.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, I'm showing the credits.
ladies room. Silver Menagerie is currently in a struggle against the Lord of Bit of Frost. You have been hammered hard, and you've been hammering the Lord of Bit of Frost hard as well.
And we're hammered.
However, you have to, you have to do less hammering
Don't forget about
so
all
that in
penetration and
fear
pulsation.
of killing the Lord of, well, quote, quote, not permanent killing, but slaying the Lord of Bit of Frost before you enact the ritual of flesh.
Translation: Vedic fucking it up. We're gonna fix it.
But the other
He
side is
resembles that remark.
Venom, you look fucking amazing.
That's goddamn right I do.
With that, we're back to initiative and back to combat with Quinn. You're up. With your entourage of fairies.
There's a very tiny golden dragon going, bring it! Bring it!
You got the key, right?
He doesn't have it anymore. It's now for
I dropped it.
No.
The key is by me, and I intend to do something if you do not.
Yeah, you're closer, so.
Then that is
Help
what I
me
am
fight.
presenting
I cannot.
you.
Yeah.
I will die.
Yeah, so I'm going
Quietly, like, Shh, Quinn!
I am moving.
Does the ghosty go with him?
No, it does not.
Okay.
But it doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
It'll miss.
It's gonna hit. It's gonna kill me.
Nope. Yeah, you can hear.
goes,
Wait. Be my friend. And you're just like, nah.
No.
I have enough small
I can't
flying
believe I
entities
passed
that
that-
want to
that-
be my friend.
That wisdom check.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already got 16 of them.
I got 2 new friends.
I had straight up roll on that wisdom check, and I couldn't.
Yeah, you know, it could have been very bad. You
You
just
got
could have
the-
just
get
swan
them
dive
away
into
from
the
me.
Another reason I am not getting anywhere near that well. -2 on wisdom.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not touching that well. I'm not getting anywhere near it.
You sure you don't want to get 10 feet of it?
Fuck no.
So who's
It's
rolling?
my turn. I'm shooting.
Hell no.
He's thinking.
Okay.
I am
Nicholas is on
shooting.
deck.
I do want to point out, you're like,
Shiny
I'm not
arrows.
going near the wisdom well. So I'm going to make the Fey girl play with the cold iron. That's your solution.
I mean, there's other
Do
people around
you
here.
want me to come do it? But
You're already doing your thing.
I have things.
It
that I
would
can
be
do
a
in
very
other
natural
places.
assumption for Quinn to make that Nicholas will handle it regarding the key that just almost hit her
First
head.
shot is one of those shiny arrows at the dragon.
At the dragon.
What, you can't see?
24.
Just hits.
All right.
Ooh, shit. It's 24. You got that.
It is lit up.
I would need to expend a lot of
Oh,
white
nice.
rounds.
He's very distracting now.
8 plus 17
Actually, I know
is
what
25, plus the extra D8 for psychic strikes, which is another 5, so 30. Unfortunately, dragons are not one of my favorite enemies, but
Not yet.
now my second attack is made with advantage because he's got the flary arrow in him.
Yes.
I get 3. They were all terrible. 21 was my best one.
21.
Yeah.
Breaks across its hide.
Yeah.
Good attempt, though.
No, you're attacking the. Oh, which? Oh, there. The dragon's
dragon.
glowing
Dragon's
too.
glowing too.
Oh, awesome.
They both are now.
They both are now because they haven't had a
Nice.
time to
Nice.
take it out of them. Okay, at the end of your turn, unless your fairies are doing something, they're kind of like, boss, hey, I'm answering. Hey, this is Phil over here. We are ready for orbital
I
bombardment.
would use one of my bonus actions to tell the pixies to get my airship up out of the way.
See how it's getting almost close, Captain, but we'll keep it up here. Make another intelligence check.
On behalf of the fairies,
Yes.
5.
5. So as soon as you say that, they immediately start going down. Hey, unbeliever! Hey, you told me
I used my other bonus action. No. Up.
we're trying to get. Make another intelligence check.
Joe, take command. You're the only one that's not a fucking moron.
Oh, yeah.
16. plus-
16?
plus-
Okay, they stop and they slowly start raising.
Yeah. Alright. That was me.
They have not moved from their spot, but you know,
Back to the same.
but they're in the process of moving up. At the end of your turn,
Technically, I actually don't need to use an action to give them commands, but
it's funny.
this way.
Yeah. So at the end of your turn, the dragon is going to make a legendary action against the fucking dragon.
Oh, he was out of them.
No, he's got legendary resistances.
That's the Lord of Bit of Frost.
I am going to have the
And-
pixies
and
do
the
some
dragon.
other things,
And the
but it
dragon.
won't affect anyone but me. So I need to read their thing.
Okay, read your thing.
Yeah.
Okay, dragon with a 13 with a plus 16, I believe. Plus 16, so that's going to be a 29 to hit.
Totally hits.
All right, you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, I'm gonna use my reaction to go. And the dragon's like, ah, shit.
And he kind of checks it. She checks his mouth. No, not there.
So
Take- Yep, you're mid-
where are you?
you don't know. He just disappeared. The
Oh,
dragon
really?
bit him, and he's
He
gone.
just goes, no, you actually hear like this ethereal.
Which,
That kind of recognize, and you can swear you can hear another laughter
It's
from the
like
Well of
we can
Souls.
still hear his cackling.
like I was gonna say, he's by the well of whispering dead people. He's not. That's not convincing.
No!
Yeah,
Still hears laughter.
Nicholas from the from
And I'm just like, God damn it!
It is your turn, Nicholas.
Okay, so there's a hole in the heart that a bullet went through.
Yes.
Right?
On
Okay.
this side, yeah.
There's
Okay.
a hole in the heart that a bullet went through. There's a ring in the hole.
There's a ring in the hole, in the heart, in the well, in the well, in the.
Stuck in my head. Damn it. Alright,
And
so
you do see the
heart is
like
just
Fey
ice.
runes that are starting to pulsate from the various embedded cold iron catalysts that haven't taken over the heart yet.
right. Okay, so cloak around my arm, scoop up the key that I cannot touch. God damn it.
Oh, was it
Tell
snow?
us how you really feel
Huh?
about it.
Are you touching it in snow or what?
I have it in my cloak, so it's not touching my hand.
Yeah. I'll
That's
say
the
it uses.
cloak around my hand that I started the sentence.
I'll say it uses one of your bonus actions to do that because you have to
Okay.
prepare.
Then I'm gonna walk in to
Okay.
the thing.
So you get to the well. Move her miniature in, please. Make a wisdom saving throw as you begin to hear the voices of the
Vedek's
dead.
still there.
Many
I
of
can
them
hear
that
him.
you've
Am I rolling
tested
a
on.
disadvantage because he's near me? Because that would be reasonable.
I'm going to say with advantage because you've many of times taken study objects from the well of soul.
Right. Been here, done that.
Then you've done that. You know not to jump in, and apart from that, there's a couple other rules, but
As an aside,
Just double checking. Saving throw.
saving throw with advantage.
as an aside, I maintain concentration on my spell.
Yes.
Well,
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, like this
forgot.
can go bad.
Yes.
so that's a natural 20.
Natural 20. Yep. Been here, done that.
Yeah.
You know, like this one. Oh, hey, Jim, how you doing?
Yourself into yourself.
Yeah.
And
There you
don't
go.
get caught.
Right.
Back in.
Okay, so I'm in there, and I am
No,
able
anyone
to,
could.
with my knowledge of the well, am I able to maneuver once I get inside that barrier, or would it be something where, like, every step I take
Go back to
within the wisdom?
You're fine until your next turn.
Okay,
You know it's not good to have prolonged
right.
distance with the well
Okay.
of souls.
So I made it that far. Approximately, how much was that? Does anyone know?
About 30. I'd say less than that.
Here's a
20,
30 if you
25.
want.
Nah, it's about 30.
30.
No, it's 30.
Alright.
Oh, look, I killed the Turesk.
You can take that off. The portal's not there.
Then
But there is-
He's outside.
Yeah, he's outside, and you do hear rattling and shaking, but not another one of those yet.
okay, so with my long strider, I'm able to make the 10 feet to get across, right?
Yes.
Around that. Cool. Then I'm going to use Mage Hand for my action
Oh.
and try to shove the key in the hole.
Make a general dex check. Well, actually, our d20 plus your charisma modifier.
Picturing.
Because spell.
This is what we brought up
Put your
earlier.
last key in.
Using Mage Hand to wield things.
Yeah.
It hurts. I don't want to touch it.
But you don't get the proficiency because it is cold iron and fey and
Yeah.
magic. It's
No, no, no.
kind of
22.
22. Still good enough
Okay.
because its AC is 22.
Oh man.
So with that,
I'm glad I don't
how
have
would
to
you
do
like
the
to
second
embed
thing.
it into this heart with the hole that?
Unlocks the death.
Alright, so have you ever been stumbling drunk and you're
Yes.
trying to get the key in the hole and it's not working, and you get
Yes.
it lined up and then you get that angry
And then I asked her
shove
to spit on it and
That was deserved.
Correct.
don't look for any sort of comfort from her, because it's not going to get any better.
Okay. I'm
I
writing this
think you
one
lose
down.
concentration on your spell.
But then it's just that like angry jab. You're gonna make this keep going because you can't hold it together.
An experience not wholly unfamiliar to you.
Enough, children.
So about your exes.
Speaking of angry jab.
And with that angry job,
It climaxes!
Crescendo.
the heart
Pulses?
pulses
Throbs even.
Yes.
violently.
Finally, it is finished. We can withdraw from the combat.
And with that final,
Alright, so we finished Medic.
Almost
And we're going to end tonight's episode.
oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, no.
Collect yourselves. Okay.
Some of us are
With the
collecting.
final third piece, no save needs to be made. You see the runes pulsate. You feel the emotions resonating off the individual catalysts that have been placed in this heart, and the heart is quivering from the various. Shut up.
Praising.
Phrasing is it's quivering. All right. As it's pulsating faster
Sometimes
and faster and
muscles
faster,
quiver, okay?
and suddenly it stops, and you just hear. You immediately go through 3 exhaustion points. What have you done? What? And he's quickly like onto one knee.
Finished him.
You. No! It's not enough! This is not how it ends for me! No!
Look, we all have performance
I
problems.
figured it out! I know how to do it! I can do it better next time! Shut up.
Nice. Oh man, this incredibly serious moment.
It's not a serious moment. I'm allowed to fuck around.
You're right. Crazy.
Nick's got this
Don't fix any bugs. So there's just
I just want to throw out that this is the most accurate way this could go for Nick Witch. She came into this with a serious intent. She believed in what she was gonna do. She got stuck with you, asshole. And this is how it ends, with a golden dragon hidden, cackling to himself over sex puns. Absolutely how this goes.
100%. And somehow, ironically, this is how you were able to achieve your master work. Because
I hurt.
because you wanted to kill them so badly because of who they are, you had to take it out on your research.
And it works.
And it worked.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Or fortunately, whichever way you look at it.
The dragon didn't eat you. You should say fortunately.
Is that your turn? Is that your turn?
Alright, just finish your toy.
Is there? Am I confident that that is?
It has taken root. The ritual of the
Flesh.
Flesh, yes.
Okay. Then the last thing I'm going to do, for pure drama's sake,
Yeah.
is I'm gonna face step over here, and I'm gonna say, and that's how it ends, asshole.
And you can see he's turning even paler, but almost like a sickly yellow pale. The air, the frost in the air is no longer clean to the point of just forever wanting to be in this embraced cold to a almost humid cold, clammy.
The Pacific Northwest in October.
Yes. It is the layer action's turn.
Okay.
You see the snow cling to him, and he's trying to desperately protect himself from whatever you did to him. And he's just like, what do you do? What you did? What did the raven give you? And as
The
the
gentleman never tells.
more of these lights begin to trickle down, no longer funneled, no longer guided, as this funnel has been properly destroyed by the Trask. But the dead are not going backwards. That's the good part. Please add these to the field.
More little flippy lights.
More floating lights.
Just throw them.
Which
Pretty much randomly on the field, and then move the ones that were already here closer to whatever living entity is.
Okay, well that one's
Which
still
one
on
are
top
you?
of that one.
Fennec, which one are you? Fennec,
You just
which
hear-
one are you?
This one was about here. Does it go towards pixies? Like it has
Pixies, fuck
flies.
those pickies.
Pixies. Okay.
You just hear,
Leave my pixies alone.
but it had to take a
And
dash
then one
action,
died,
so-
and those are there, and that's and there were 4.
There's now 8.
That one, okay. So that one should be.
That one's
it's
gonna
either
go for Eccleston.
Take her miniature off the board because she's not there, actually. She took the hide action.
That one's gonna go for Eccleston because it's right here.
Oh yeah. Coward.
And this one is
She's a rogue!
I believe there's two.
literally their job, unless they're doing it weird.
There's 2 by the dragon.
Sorry, I have a very weird.
Yeah,
group
and
that
they're trying to attack the dragon, but, you know,
attempting.
attempting. Eck, it is your, Eccleston, it's your turn.
Oh, really?
You hear the uncontrollable hysterical laughter. Make a concentration check, motherfucker. You started this.
That's
whole thing.
okay.
Yeah.
His concentration check is something
Yeah,
I literally
it's a
cannot
15.
fail. I have to roll a 1. No,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Cackling about dick jokes. Eccleston, it is your turn.
All right. Is this
Make a
orb?
death saving throw.
The
for
orb
the
is
first one.
coming to me. This.
This orb, how close are you to the well right now?
I rolled 17.
I'm
Just outside the well.
I'm literally the edge of the wall, so 10 feet.
Make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
You're in the
I rolled a 17.
one success.
Okay.
Two.
As you're going, Medic! And you can swear you hear over here.
I can't help you. Duck! Oh, shit.
Right here. Over here. And you begin to walk over towards the well. And you look down, and you can see his face. Several faces. They're just only a few feet down there. And you begin to climb on top of the edge of the well. And that is your turn.
I've got this. I can do this. I have a stupid idea.
Sarsworn, then saving throw. Sparks, it is your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay. I've got a really stupid idea.
Oh, at the end of X turn, it's we're gonna have another legendary action from the dragon. Is gonna attack. You know what? It's gonna move. Who's that? Oh, that's Quinn.
No.
That's Nicholas.
That's
Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Sorry. That's Nicholas. It's
All right.
gonna attack Nicholas.
Okay, it's gonna run over
It's
the
gonna
Lord
run
of
over a low beef
Bitter
row.
No, it doesn't have to move. It has 15 feet of
Okay.
attack, so it's good. So because you're right in front of it, and it's like okay. Oh, that's a 10. All right, so that's going to be a 26.
Just barely.
Okay.
That's nuts. Just barely.
Just barely.
She's hard to hit now.
Mage
yeah.
armor plus a bunch of other shit because
You take
the
24
raven.
points of bludgeoning damage
Okay.
as it comes around and just whacks you. Oh, shut up. We're all just dick jokes now. Sparks, it is your turn.
a dick joke? It was the use of whack. It's a fun verb. Calm down.
I think we've all regained our composure.
Have we?
No, not even a little bit.
He's like 2 seconds away. As per usual.
Is that how long
It's
it
about
lasts
2
you?
seconds away from exploding.
See? I'm trying to elevate the conversation.
Do you?
No, not even a little bit.
Just because I can't see it doesn't mean it's elevated.
Oh, God
Take 5
damn.
points of fire damage. You get burned.
To myself.
I've got a
I
really
don't
stupid
care if you're
idea.
immune to fire damage right now.
I've got a really stupid idea.
Yeah.
As I'm just getting ready to change my weapons, I see him turn around and just stand at the edge of the well in front of me as I'm changing out my weapons. Okay. Throwing a crushing shot.
You're shooting the dragon?
Shooting him.
Eccleston. As you load in a special round,
As I'm standing there, my arms go to my side and I start to lean forward.
make an attack roll. You can save us. It's okay, Eccleston.
Do not look at the lights.
Does a 29 hit?
I think so.
That
Good.
hits.
Make it strength save. Well, we might do it.
At disadvantage, because you were not expecting this from your ally.
I loaded this massive cannonball in the front that just looks like it's like a glove. Like an
iron
just on there,
glove.
just,
No, those are my arrows.
just right on the front like a muzzle brake.
It's literally just a cone-shaped. No, not a cone, but it's
So-
a cylinder.
Giant
cylinder.
Not a
It's a
is
slug.
this a saving throw or
Yes.
a check?
It's a saving
Saving
throw.
throw, yeah. At disadvantage.
Yeah, I did. 18.
Is that enough?
No, 9. No, 9 plus 11, 20.
20?
For the saving throw?
That's probably gonna make it.
No. So, strength saving throw with a DC equal to your attack roll.
Ah. So it is not enough. Eccleston.
What'd you roll?
27.
20, like 29.
29. So
You get thrown back 10 feet.
you get
and knocked
slugged
down.
right at the center of the chest. You take damage and you go flying back. How many feet?
10 feet.
10 feet.
I'm no longer raging.
No, you aren't, because you
No,
are. You took
the
damage.
last round I did not rage.
Okay.
Or did it do
You
damage last
took
round?
an attack roll though.
You did.
Oh,
You attacked
I
hard.
did. I checked the heart.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
right.
you're fine.
Okay, so I'm still raging. Okay.
Yeah, so you take half damage, but you still took it to your chest, and then you're going to make another wisdom saving throw to see if you're still under the effect.
See, that was a sex joke.
Okay.
That's going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Halved to 7.
Your chest hurts. As you look down, you quickly brush off the burning lead on your chest.
And you just see my barrel
Another
smoking.
saving roll. Another saving throw now.
Another saving throw.
Now or at the end of the
Now.
turn? Oh, okay.
You took damage.
Okay, and it's just a straight up roll or just
Straight up roll. Wisdom saving throw, buddy.
17 straight up.
You're fine.
A reminder that all of you who have taken the golden pill for the
Who
cold
are still
resistance,
able to concentrate on it.
that costs you concentration.
Ah.
So you got to roll for
As soon
concentration.
as he raged,
That's gone. All right.
gone.
I don't have to worry
Another
about that.
shot.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I see you getting thrown back, knocked onto your ass. And I'm just sitting with a smoking barrel, loading in another round. And I'm loading a wedge shot.
Understood.
And I'm going to turn my barrel over to the Lord of Bitterfrost.
He's looking hurt.
You kill.
Fire blasted
shit.
back and everything. But you know the heart has completely succumbed to this runic.
I wanted to paint
Sylvan
a Baylor
hatred.
silhouette on the side of my
And
ball.
when you're looking at the heart now, you hear boom, 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 boom. As you hear, oh, you speak Sylvan. You just hear,
I do have a good shot.
follow us. You know our sound. We've been listening to you. You've been listening to us, ignoring us. So come, die, join the end. You have. And it's just forever whispers of Sylvans upon Sylvans upon Sylvans. Join us, join us, join us. You fed on us. It's time to feed on you.
Oh shit! There's a lot of souls that are pissed off.
Lord of
That's the
Bitterfrost.
Lord of Bitterfrost.
I'm assuming Lord of Bitterfrost is looking up over at Nicholas and
He's currently like on one knee. He's blasted with fire that has almost that blasted back effect with his hairs.
And I
I
can
can imagine this perspective from Nicholas, or from the Lord of Bitterfrost, looking up at Nicholas and over her shoulder, seeing the glint of my sight as I pull the trigger.
Roll an attack.
Do it. Annoy Quinn.
That'd be a 27.
He's gonna cast shield as he's looking over.
counter spell. Anyone?
Can't. He already used it on my turn.
But
He already used his reaction on my turn.
then it's already up.
Okay.
You're right. He already used it,
Yeah.
so it's already up. So
It's not
no, it
shield?
does not hit.
It does not?
It does not. As you fire,
Oh,
immediately.
no, I take it back. Sorry. I didn't shoot him. I shot the dragon.
Yes, you
That was
did.
the previous
Okay,
reaction.
but then
Okay,
he's going to
but
cast
you
shield.
still do it,
So
yeah.
back to it. He casts shield.
So it's not
Unless,
used.
but you're into the ethereal plane. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No?
So as you shoot, nothing but powdered snow.
Wait a minute.
All over the place.
Shield is the thing I can counterspell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
And
would
you're
like to do
standing right
that.
there.
I,
This is the word
he's
die.
very obviously in line of sight.
Oh yeah,
so
and
yes.
you can definitely tell that.
You're
I would-
within 60 feet.
I would like to do that.
Oh, Nicholas is right
Right in
fucking
front of
there.
No, like I went over there to talk
Like
in his
the bullet is going in. He
and
goes
he's
shield,
gonna
and
shield,
Nicholas
she's like,
Nicholas
no,
tears it
this
away.
is how you die.
As you rip away the fey magics that would powderize the snow, the round into nothing but snow and ice, effectively dispersing
Cackling
it.
shadow spirits, by the way. Like they're laughing at his suffering as they
Like
eat
a
the
round
snow.
Hey,
Like
you're
this
round.
is everything.
Smart, you guys acted weird here. There's ice forming around it. There's dark shadow energies that almost.
Well, that part's normal.
Well, again, yeah, that part's normal.
It's still kind of weird. You have to like, okay. What was your damage?
Pretty shitty, honestly, and that was only 20 points of piercing.
20 points of piercing.
But it removes 1d2 of his AC because it's
oh,
which
yeah,
means
because it's a wedge
it
round.
removes 2 armor points from his permanent AC.
Noted.
Whoa.
He is now 2
As
points
a
easier to
wedge
hit.
shot ricochets and almost bounces and literally bounces off 2-3 times off the dragon floor after it bounces off the Lord of Bitterfrost through his chest, where you can see the lungs freeze over instantaneously, but there's just a big hole where his fine elven dragon male has just been shot through, and it's just.
Damn it! I was gonna take that.
Oh no, I'm not done yet. He's still alive.
Stop!
He's still alive.
Stop breaking my shit.
So
You hear an elven in the distance.
I have this lovely thing called a firestorm bullet.
Yes, you do. And it's still there, slightly frozen over.
I'm within 20 feet of him, whatever that means to what you're doing.
It's not AoE.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's a new ground.
Bonus action.
Just throwing it out there.
Because my double bonus action, I can reload and shoot in the same rounds.
She would be fine standing in the
So
hellfires.
you fired, used an attack action to reload.
No, bonus action to reload.
Right, because
I'm a
you're a
gunner.
firearm expert.
Because I'm a gunner.
You're not a gunner, but you're and you have a feat.
But because I'm a
I hear you
gunner.
can get a
You're a
shot
gunner feat, yeah.
Yep. So just
Gunnery.
You take the aim, and you fire.
help lift it.
Doesn't our
No.
Archimedes have a failure?
What you roll?
You don't get to steal my kill.
So as you fire,
Oh wait, isn't that a malfunction?
you
on your
fire,
gun?
and you hear the click, and you look down, and you see the hammer has struck nothing but hardened ice. The ice that it was encompassing your weapon has now done permanent damage to it, unless you have tinkering tools to repair
I
it.
do.
But it will take a full action to do so.
At least it didn't blow up in your face.
No, it didn't.
Misfires on natural ones are bad things.
I'd rather damage the gun than break my bullet because that bullet is a 500.
But you know
gold
for a
coin
fact,
bullet.
unless you do fixing pretty much immediately, the ice is going to encompass it. And you have to rip off one of your hands because metal-to-metal contact.
Well, shit. Fuck, doing it now.
Well,
Pull
you
apart.
begin to.
Yeah.
Just click. Fuck.
And that's your turn. At the end of your turn,
Let's play a game of whack.
there's going to be another tail attack towards Quinn.
What?
The legendary action from the
Dragon
dragon.
gets tail attack you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
Okay.
move.
Am I close?
Dragon
to that?
attempts
Yeah,
tail
you're right
whip.
up here.
It's
Yeah.
very effective.
yeah. Natural 19 plus 16.
Silvery barbs against disadvantage.
Okay.
What
To
you
a 9.
say to
What?
So that's a 9 plus 16. So that's going to be a 25.
It still hits.
Okay. You take.
This is not how Batman dies!
This might be how Batman dies. 24 points of bludgeoning damage as it looks at you, turns around, and whips its tail towards you. You go flying like
I'm okay.
10 feet in one direction.
That's actually not my hit point total. This
Oh,
my
okay.
hit point total is over here.
Alright. If I survive this, I know what I'm doing.
And that's the last legendary action of the dragon.
No, I'm.
This turn.
This turn. It is now the
166
dragon's
turn.
turn.
How long is it till my turn?
A long time, about 2 hours.
It is the dragon and the lord, and then we're back to the top. And it's Vedic
It's your,
Quinn.
it's your turn next week.
Next week. Come back next week. Yeah. It is now the dragon's turn. It's going to move up. Look towards the Lord a bit of Frog.
Does. Okay.
It's going to make a wisdom saving throw. Natural 2. Is the Lord a bit of Frost? Hurry up and do what you were bred to be. My protector! And die in front of me before you stop.
Your sentence structure wasn't parallel.
You heard him!
I'm bleeding out!
I'm trying to sit over here fiddling with my weapon, trying to fix the damn things that
And
misfire.
it begins. Well, actually, I have to roll to see if it gets its breath back.
So do I.
That's a 6.
That's a no.
Can I have the 90-foot cone, please?
No, you can't.
Can we
Absolutely
just assume
not.
you hit everything in this
Yeah,
area?
we'll just do that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, it's a short distance.
The cone,
That's
is,
60
the
foot.
cone is important, though, because they can't hit all of us.
So, yeah, but the cone is important enough. So,
It's,
yeah.
it's
There you go.
gonna be pretty
There's
good.
90%.
So it's just going to be 2 of you. Yeah, there you go.
You're 90.
That's gonna be all of
Oh,
us.
that's me. It hits me too.
Oh, yeah.
You rotate it that way, I think.
Yeah, it'll hit everyone.
Not everyone. So, Niquis, Quinn,
So Tim.
Sparks. You're still in the theory of playing, so you're
Yeah,
fine.
I'm not here.
Everyone
Yeah.
except me Or I set the Ek.
You see it happen, you're like, oh, I'm glad I'm
Oh man, I'm glad that is not me. That's gonna.
Yeah, you
suck.
feel a little bit of ice chill even in the theory of playing. You're like, whoo, 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 whoo. So I need Quinn, Sparks, and Niquist to make Constitution saving throws.
Because I forgot to
con save.
mention it when I did my silver barbs, I didn't nominate someone else. I'll give myself the
That's
advantage.
fine, yeah.
And it'll be on this.
Yeah, you're like,
So that's going to be a
24.
19.
succeeds, you take half damage.
19.
I cannot help you.
That's for 20.
Oh, okay.
Succeeds, half damage.
Yay!
19 fails.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so natural 20 is the success.
Fuck you.
So, Sparks, you take 85 points of cold damage.
What in the motherfucking
Do you
shit?
still have the gold? Are you still having cold damage from the gold shimmer thing?
Is that a concentration thing?
It is a concentration
It is.
thing.
Make 5 concentration checks.
You probably.
Haven't
But it's a
checked.
Constitution
Well, that's
thing,
not 20.
Okay?
and it's only a level 4 spell, so he's only.
I know, but he's been taking hits.
I would take a lot of
The amount
hits.
of damage taken does not affect the DC of the save.
It does.
For Constitution check?
Just make
Yeah, it does
6,
for Constitution, yeah.
15 and above. Alright?
Okay, so that was 2. That's 3. 4. Con save?
Yeah.
That's a 15. That was right on.
That was 5.
That was
One
5.
more. Yeah, so 5. So we'll
Congratulations, you're still golden.
Yes.
Okay.
Good, because I
You're
was
still
5,
golden
but
boy.
failed.
So you take half damage because of the golden boy status.
Good.
You
Good
still
enough.
need to roll a Constitution.
Yeah, at the end.
You
So it's
still
going to
need
be half
well,
of
that one
85,
failed.
which is
That one failed.
So you take
He just-
42 points of cold damage, 42 points of cold damage, halved, if you're still concentrating.
Still concentrating. And I've been making
42
I'm
points.
down.
You're down.
You're down?
I'm down. I have 89 hit points.
You are unconscious. And as the
Shit just got real.
frost,
Again, I think it's worth it as
yeah,
long as you
as
don't
the
kill
frost dissipates, you see a frozen, beginning to ice statue, Niquist, held in place, looking dead.
I would really, really like for the shadow energy to also be frozen, like for that to have physically manifested.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool.
Just a
Good luck,
perfect ice statue. You can still see warmth inside and hear.
Oh, it's not warmth. It's pure hatred.
Yeah, pure hatred, but you
Amazing
know.
how much that looks like
Aimed
fire.
it for some reason.
kept alive
at-
by hatred.
Oh no, Nicholas is joined medic. Oh no.
Can I use shield master on that
I'm
one?
gonna cast invisibility just so he thinks I'm going.
No, not that one.
It's everyone, not
Yeah, it's area
directed. Got it.
effect, yeah. And concentration checks for taking damage.
I failed.
You failed,
would have had
so
to-
you're no longer golden.
You would have had to eighth it for me to not have died from that, to
Yeah.
be clear. Like, for me to have not died from that, you would have had to eighth the damage.
She is, yeah, she was.
But the good news is, in 5e, that just puts you at 0 hit points.
And-
so a
Yes.
healing word for a D4 gets you right back in the fight.
Damn straight.
Yep,
That's all you
but
need. Good
with
berry,
the
job.
ice, kind of, you just hear.
Yeah, you just want to put a good berry on the end.
My arrow would deal. Sorry.
With you freezing, you just hear a small chuckle from the little bit of frost. Perhaps if you finally die, this hell will finally be done. Edra's turn. The dragon just kind of sits there like a poutful puppy.
I'm just going to cast Hex on it with one of her bonus actions,
Okay.
which I've forgotten about.
Hex is dropped on the Lord of Bitterfrost.
What does Hex do? Bonus damage?
You can choose
It's
a.
an additional d6 of necrotic damage, and you get to choose one type of ability that they roll at disadvantage.
Okay.
And that is now failed. Hex is now failed.
She's casting,
She's casting
one,
her own.
mind
I'd
roll.
forgotten that she's also a caster, all of this combat. So, she's going to cast Hex on it, and she will pick the dragon.
Lord of Bitterfrost doesn't have any legendary actions.
Correct!
Ah! Anyway.
Literally, someone just step on him.
She's going to give him disadvantage.
He probably has like 5 hit points left.
He's hurt.
Disadvantage on Wisdom.
Okay.
And she has advantage because it's got a glowing arrow in it.
Okay.
Not that it mattered much, so 18 on the first attack.
Now.
Ooh, no.
17 plus 9. Plus 12, so 17 plus 9 is 29.
Hits.
See if she gets the 20. She does not. So she does hit once. 2d6 plus 6 plus 10. Plus a d6 necrotic. So 3, 9, d6 necrotic, 5 necrotic. So that's 14 plus 10, 24 damage.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, the ice is seizing up around her, but... Oh, sorry.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use her action surge now.
All right, yeah.
And do 2 more attacks at it.
223 minus 24.
One's going to miss. That's... Dice is doing terrible. Dice has just abandoned me, so she misses.
The ice is seizing up around her limbs, and she's just looking over to you, speaking to Sylvan. I'm putting everything I got into it.
She can't take much more of this, Captain!
I'm at my wit's end. Forgive me.
Wait, isn't Sylvan in a different accent?
Sylvan should be in an Irish accent.
No, I thought Sylvan was in a...
No.
It depends on the
Spark
person.
speaking Sylvan is Hick.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Because he learned it from a bunch of brownies.
What? No, I learned that from elves.
I picture it being well.
No.
I agree.
I learned it from elves.
Did I send you the whole thing about Welsh
me.
and cappuccino?
No. When you think about it, okay, so Drow speak Undercommon. Drow live down under. Therefore, Undercommon should be spoken with an Australian accent.
There you go.
I agree.
Anyway, the Yeti is going to take up a boulder and begin chucking it 80 feet towards
The ship.
the ship. Whiffs it, natural 1. As he goes to throw it, hurrah!
Does he drop it on himself?
And then you hear as he literally threw it straight up. And it came back down on his head. And he's just,
Wow.
the Yeti's not having a
Do
good
not
day.
piss off my pixies, because I'll actually start rolling for them.
All 16 polymorph.
Yeah.
And it is now the Lord of Itafos's turn.
He's
He
got to fail one.
immediately
He
regains 35 hit points.
He takes 3 points of damage.
regains 32 hit points, bitch!
As he stands back up, as he sucks in the air, you see a couple of lights that were gathered around him that were the souls get sucked into his maw as well, and the gaping wound that you left begins to...
Oh, don't worry.
He steps forward to the statue of Nicholas
Statue wing, Nicholas. She's still responsive.
and takes 1 strike.
Yeah. That was expected.
Natural 1.
The ice is too
And
big.
trips at the finish line!
As he brings it up, he momentarily pauses.
He can't get it up.
He hears from the ether. He kind of looks around.
What's the matter? Can't get it up?
Your next swimming blood. Takes a 2nd strike at disadvantage because he's extreme exhaustion right now.
What happened with the first one?
It was just a
missed.
straight
That's
natural 1. Natural 1.
He's so exhausted.
Okay, at this point it should heal me.
What the fuck, Nicholas?
No,
As you,
this is epic! He keeps swinging and
Okay.
missing and
Hold on,
missing.
hold on.
Because in
This
his
is
back
perfect
of his
moment.
mind, he laments.
Nicholas, as he's about to take a 2nd swing, pull both hands together and is ready to just right through the chest into your heart. A black cloud from your pocket, where Charles was, as a black horse-sized panther shadow beast comes out, known as Chuck. You know Chuck. Yeah.
Chuck's been here the whole time!
It's a placer beast that has a collar on, and you hear
Cat now?
and there's a note in the side of his neck that's underneath his collar that has that similar writing upon writing upon writing upon writing upon writing.
Sure.
But you're unconscious right now, but you're kind of seeing things as it immediately takes one of its tendrils and gets in front of you and just growls as the Lord of Fuzz takes a new stance, seeing the new beast.
I guess we'll do that.
It seems of
Rolls
another
a
brain
double
pat
one and
will have to
save
do
your
for now. What? This die is fine.
That guy gets a place of honor. Good job, buddy.
He gets a promotion.
But he is going to take immediate
You're like,
one
raise.
bow attack at Chuck.
So, just making sure. It was flavor when he got whapped?
Yes.
It was
Okay.
the question.
It was the storytelling natural one.
Sure. I just wanted to know how, like, this is the most that he's ever done. So I'm incredibly proud, but I wanted to know how proud to be.
So 19 to a 10, and with a bow shot, bonus action bow shot because of his vestige. He's already at disadvantage.
Yeah, and he gets attack of opportunity for trying to use a ranged weapon in melee, doesn't he?
No. I think it was just an
No, but he should be rolling at disadvantage.
Is it
He's already at
disadvantage?
disadvantage.
Yeah.
He's at disadvantage. No, I'll give him triple disadvantage. All right.
That's crazy.
Roll 4 dice,
I
take
got
the
triple
lowest.
advantage, so why not?
So all right, that went down to a 6.
You roll 4 dice and take the lowest.
Plus his yeah, he wants to hit this thing plus 22.
Oh, disadvantage.
So that's probably gonna hit.
Damn.
I need
double
Chuck.
disadvantage.
How much was it? What's going?
22 plus 6,
You've been
so
double
that's 28.
diced, man.
Oh, yeah, that would hit me.
Just hit Chuck.
Here's
I don't
Chuck, by the
have
way.
Chuck.
Yes, you do.
Sure you do.
Not Chuck.
You always had Chuck.
You've always had your.
And there's also a letter attached to it.
I'm jealous of Chuck
But you don't
because
have
my
time to
little
get right
fluffy balls
So
don't
I need
look
Chuck
like
to
that.
make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Wow.
I would really like to be able to read Chuck's stuff.
Just say that.
Well, you know,
I'm glad I
if
missed
your
that.
little fluffy balls were black
22.
and tentacled, I would probably recommend changing your underwear. Maybe by a bigger
22.
size. or
22
something.
Wow.
barely succeeds.
Get a
All right.
He's a good boy.
Yeah, he is not grappled and restrained due to ice, but he does take 27. 2d8. He does take 21 points of cold damage, but he is not part of favorite enemy because he's not favorite enemy with monstrosities. Maybe. Yeah.
You said 22?
Yes, 22 points of cold damage.
Okay. Sorry, there's a lot going on. I'm refamiliarizing myself with Chuck's sheet.
Good old Chuck. Dependable.
Dependable,
Been here the whole
reliable,
I know.
badass.
Love Chuck.
But it is the end of the Lord of Bitterfrost's turn.
No, it was the chicken that stole from you.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Okay, never
Yes, the
mind.
chicken was a kill stealer.
Yes.
The fire-breathing chicken.
Though you guys are preoccupied on this side of the map, you hear
No shit.
something happening with the Yeti as Aranat just performed a sneak attack on it and did like 93 points of damage.
This is not where your focus should be, bitch!
She's been running across the map.
There,
She's
Nina.
trying to deal with shit.
Took 15 seconds to get from there.
She and I are gonna have a performance review after this, and it's not gonna go well!
So I'm gonna go on performance improvement.
Absolutely!
It's your turn.
The
Put him
Yeti
down.
threw a boulder at that ship and missed, and all of a sudden, all 16 pixies are just hornets coming out.
Very, very pissed off.
Alright,
If anyone can speak Yeti right now, you'll be like, oh shit.
alright, so in a nutshell, Vedic appears back exactly, about 10 feet from where he started.
Mm-hmm.
That's good enough.
Lounging on its back.
Right, so Draconic Cry means that anything within 10 feet, which is this thing, he gets advantage on attack roll, so that's the bonus. That's the bonus action. So I'm gonna go with the full multi-attack.
Okay. On the back, awesome.
I can't miss.
Wow. So the lowest will be at 25.
Working on it.
All hits.
Okay,
Mr. Made of
fantastic. Let me
potions.
figure out damage for a moment.
Alright, tell me which dice I need to hand you.
No, I got these.
You sure?
I think that's the first time we've had something.
The dragon is looking ragged, by the way.
Well, it's
so-
about to look a whole lot worse. So first shot. So it's bite, claw, claw. So bite.
Bite, claw, claw.
Bite is 20 damage.
20 damage.
Okay, claw, claw. So claw is 2d6 plus 6. Boom, boom.
Oh!
Claw. Claw, claw. Claw, claw.
14
14 for the face.
Cha-cha real smooth.
Ah!
and 16.
Turn it out.
Do it.
Bring it back now,
It's
y'all.
getting closer.
Well, not to this.
Almost below your subjects.
All right, so like there is a full on like dragon fight. Like and that cats, you know, cats roll and tumble.
It's less rolling because this is a fat dragon because it doesn't get a lot of exercise.
Sure.
It's more like
Restrict its diet then. He's a bad dragon owner on top of it.
yes, for owner that
Wait a
lifts
minute,
the
he's a
wings
bad-
off the freaking dragon is a bad dragon owner.
I can't.
Wait a minute,
Yes.
he's a bad dragon.
As my
That
second,
was the joke. It was a dildo joke.
All right, for my second bonus action, healing word on Nicholas.
Oh, hey, I'm up.
Roll your healing word.
It's a D4.
Still,
The D4 is more hit points than she had.
She needs to be able to dip the final
You
blow.
have 2 hit points.
Groovy.
and with that, the ice. And
87.
how would you like to come out of the ice?
Well,
Seeing
you know,
everything.
I never really considered myself closeted, but it's just gonna be it's the shadows that had physically manifested and frozen. Those are the first things to crackle through, and then they pull the ice off of me to rest at my sides as I'm still just standing there like,
Right.
this is how you
He
die,
rules
asshole.
he rules the frost, but you own the shadows.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you? It didn't matter because you hit. But
beautiful
remember,
right
everyone has
now.
advantage to hit these guys.
Well done, Vedek. Queen, it is your turn. Nicholas, you're on
He's
deck.
also 2 AC lower
Yes,
than he
I'm
was
aware.
before.
He's not looking like on death's door
You
anymore.
were
but,
so
you know,
into
Well,
this.
I can fix that.
Hi.
I've been waiting a really
Oh,
long time
and
to use this
put this
mini.
guy in front of you, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's your pleasure beast.
Yeah, I was using this thing that was representative of someone named Charles.
I'm gonna do
once upon
something
a
I've never
time,
done
but
before.
Cool.
That is a much
Cast
bigger.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus
That's a
action.
much bigger meat.
Hunter's Mark,
You can probably
huh?
ride that.
Who?
Lord of Bitter Frost.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I mean, there's other
There's a
things.
There's a
dragon.
big dragon right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I
There's
want.
a Yeti.
I want the big kill.
Okay.
That's fine.
So with advantage.
Do
Okay.
as you must. That one.
26.
Where's
Natural 20.
It's 26. Minus. Yeah, that would hit.
Yeah.
But he's in desperation. He's going to do shield regardless if.
Nat 20.
So natural 20 gets in.
Yeah.
The
That's the first attack. I'm at advantage.
3, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 27 does not hit.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, but the natural 20 hits.
Yeah. But that was 2 of the first attack roll. Remember, I'm at advantage because he's glowing.
Right. So that's a natural 20.
Second
hits
attack.
first. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Sorry.
That will not.
That will not.
That might.
27. I don't think so.
27? Nope, he's at 28 right now.
Natural 1. Okay, so I still just get the crit.
Yep,
Just
you
enough.
still
He's
get the
at
crit.
28.
Could
What?
be enough to kill him. You
AC?
can do a lot of damage. Over 32.
28.
Yes.
33 points of damage at least.
Was that with the minus?
It needs at least 33.
Yes, that's with
Okay.
the minus 2.
So all damage dice are doubled, correct?
yes.
Okay. Sorry, I need to look at how many damage dice I get when I cast Hunter's Mark at 6th level.
That's a lot of dice.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage. You need to do at least 33 points of damage. At least.
Okay.
Because you
Oh,
gained
it doesn't.
32.
It doesn't do more damage anymore.
No?
What it used to be, more higher level, more damage. I guess it just lasts longer.
No, it just lasts longer.
That's gay. All right. Either way, it's an extra d6. For sake of funsies, can I get some extra dice from people?
What do you need?
Yeah. What do you need?
I need 5 extra d8s.
1,
2.
2, 3.
Alright, there's 3, there's 5. Okay, and I need. That's bow. That's psychic. That's okay, and I need 3 more d6s. Yep, I got it. And this is plus 17.
Jesus.
It's gonna hurt.
Sharpshooter,
Big
man.
numbers. Big numbers.
Big numbers.
Those are some
He's
decent
not
numbers.
hitting every time, but he makes sure you feel it.
Oh god. There. Okay, so 3 of those d8s are 8, so that's 24.
My
God.
30. 35. 40. 42 plus 17 is 59 points of damage.
Quick question.
He's at 47
Quick
Left
question.
or before that hit.
before the hit.
Quick
Name-
question. Whose
oh.
dice helped you the most?
Whoever gave me this D8 and this D8, they maxed
Okay.
out.
That's alright.
Bullshit.
They're good dice.
So, Nick was staring your little bit of frost,
think he
finding
gave me
death
only
itself next to the Well of Souls, as your faithful companion Chuck, fully grown, has defended you once again. And being the proper heel stealer that you are,
To the left!
To be fair,
name his end.
Wait!
I would like to clarify. Being the proper catalyst of our success.
stop! Wait! I forgot. I get to add 4 for my wisdom mod and 5 for my proficiency
Because you're
mod.
currently stealing from him his ability, using your vestige, the sight beyond sight, that manifested as you see the little thing, the combination of
59?
thing.
No. 68.
Damn it!
No, and he'll owe him one. That's the joke.
So,
You go down on me and I'll owe you one.
Yeah.
That's what a 68 is.
With that, as you release the arrow, name his end.
so
That's one shot? Is that really one shot?
Yeah, it is one shot.
That was a crit. With all of my shit.
a crit.
That was the only time. That is the first time you've ever seen me use Hunter's Mark.
That's
And literally-
Legolas shooting the elephant in the back of the head.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
So literally what happens is I pull the arrow and I go, and this like floating, like angelic representation of a bird of light zooms down and like plants itself on his chest. It's like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like, that's my target. And then let fly this arrow. And like as I'm gonna go, Quinn Lassiter, Guardian of the Green. And this is how you die.
And with the combination of the Shadowfell that you have gathered through your time in the Shadowfell, your reputation fueling this shot, along with the Feywilds that you have in your heart and your very blood,
Go ahead. Describe his destruction,
there is
and then I have a bonus
blast
action.
of shadow energy and glitter on the other side.
Yeah.
As this thing is going off like a firecracker, as the first arrow that you release first to, again, prepare the snow so that it is able to go through, just behind the first arrow.
Actually, the first one was the crit. The second one missed, but he died
Fuck
from the
it,
first
you know?
one. But yeah, it's fine.
Whatever.
Yeah.
The second
I
one is
love
going to
the
pepper with
thought of the
snow.
second one going like real close to Vedic and him being like, bitch.
No, the second one missed because he was gone.
He's gone. This is the
But
only one you
that's
need to
why
hit.
the second arrow
As
missed.
soon as the arrow bullet time collides into his chest and into his heartless of hearts, you hear the boom, 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 boom. And he stops. And for a moment, you think, did I miss? And you realize that the Lord of Bitter Frost, in mid battle sequence, Face of Terror, has frozen solid as soon as he died. And you hear, and a light getting forcibly dragged. Various other lights, most of the light swarming around this fey drawn out entity, a outline of the Shadowfell Lord, the Lord of Bitter Frost himself, dragged, forcibly pulled out of his body by the other dead entities that he's fed on, out, over, and into the world of souls. And then it begins to shatter.
Can I do that? So I shoot the arrow. His soul gets sucked out. His body starts to freeze. I go, Misty Step, and I come out of the Misty Step, punching him in the chest, and as he shatters, I catch the bow.
Lovely. And you have the bow in your hand. It vibrates, moves, chills you to the core.
I'm just curious. The music changed. Is the dragon no longer aggressive?
Dragon's about
We
to
don't
die,
know
I'm gonna
yet.
be honest.
No.
The dragon's
the dragon
about to
is
This is
become my
critically
mouth.
important, and that's why I'm asking about the music, because the music typically means something.
Roll 10d10.
10d10.
Is that my breath weapon? Because I get it back next turn.
Nick, you see this first. There's an ice color that has various ice needle points on the outside that look like they can just, pierce through it. As soon as the Lord dies, it shot through, attempting to kill the dragon where he stands.
Whoa.
So I got like a contingency. If I die, you die kind of thing. So make the dragon.
If you read
29.
29, ooh,
Oh,
that
very
would mean the
low
dragon
one.
died.
Almost everything was a fucking 2.
It means
Right.
the dragon was forced to.
Yeah, there's a whole
He
thing
was
on,
also a dick.
like
white dragons. And you see blood, but the dragon stops in movement. And for a moment,
bitter tyrant.
it just looks around, sniffs the air, looking down like a bird from its. I hope
Critically important because if he's still aggressive, it's my
it
turn
hasn't
next.
moved,
Okay.
and it's currently just staring at the pile of what you just
Speaking
punched.
is a free action, right?
Yes.
Now is the winter ride discontent, make glorious some
Nope.
points.
No. So I teleport, smash him, catch the bow. I look up at the dragon. I say, "You get to choose how this ends."
He really doesn't. This is my domain.
Make an intimidation check.
I'm just gonna roll diplomacy because I want a white dragon mount to fly alongside my airship.
He can't fly, his wings are cut.
I'll fix
Let's see.
that.
That's
For a little bit of
intimidation, you said?
Yes.
That's only a 30.
30. Its eye. The eye of this colossal creature is the size of you. Literally in diameter. And it's currently looming over you. Blood still. The air is no longer cold. Not to the point of the Lord of Bitter Frost. It's still chilly in here. Very, very cold. She begins to speak. And what would be the fate of me under your domain?
Well, the color comes off. This becomes a place worthy of defense because the Raven Queen is she who rules over this domain, and you get to help protect it. If that's not okay, I'm going to fucking eat your life energy and restore my health. So pick a team.
Make another intimidation check.
I
can we just go like this?
Sure, go right ahead. You got good back up.
Can I assist with an intimidation roll? I'm a golden dragon. I'm ready. Forward.
You're kind of making this possible. Make an intimidation check on yours.
A 28.
28.
35.
35.
It ain't that great. Their rolls are much
Yeah, you're the sprinkles on
You're
top,
bad
right?
cop, I'm good cop.
Yeah.
He's the hype man.
And you can tell, even though of the suppressed white dragon, from hatchling to what it is now, it is nothing but misery. You can read it in its eyes. Bloodshot, scarred, even.
Here, I will bury it.
It kind of looks in you and in Sylvan, forced to speak. If I would have served you, then the Raven, I would rather die.
There is an alternative. I do not serve the Raven. Your fealty to me does not put you in her domain.
But to serve the one that killed my master.
Your torturer?
Alright, we're gonna. And I'm assuming that I am familiar with this fucking collar thing that he's got.
Are we out of
in
combat
some
so I can
capacity.
step off?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I've still got some time.
Are you just gonna go stomp around because you're big enough to.
Oh, are you kidding? He's gonna walk over and start peeing on stuff.
He's gonna go pick up the Yeti, fly to the ceiling, drop him, pick him up again, just like.
As you go by, I'm gonna hand you a potion to revive the Sorrowsworn for me.
As you guys are doing your shit,
Right.
the dragon, in my force. Ooh, I get to shut him now. I am not saying no.
You're required to make a decision after I take off the collar because we don't do that. He did that. We don't.
What is my fate unto you if I am a loyal servant?
If you're a loyal servant, this place and probably the expanded territory once I get rid of the fucking jail cell out there that is being used for all the other creatures will be your space. To do with as you will, as long as you protect the well from those who would drain it of energy.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Are we gonna fix the wing issue?
There's a pissed off thing over here. There's a pissed off thing over here.
Okay, how
do
does
you
it
think it's
work
gonna
if
survive
I
10d10
reroll
fire
when I have
damage?
advantage?
Then you just roll one more time.
Vedic will take care of it.
Oh, hang on.
And I'm gonna leave that at the number it was at. And I'm going to re-roll the lower one, which is now a natural 20 plus, you said persuasion?
Yes.
Cool, that becomes a 31 because I'm much worse at that than I am intimidation. But
And you guys have been rolling consistently above 30s. And to tame a white dragon that has been set in his way since hatchling is near impossible. You are doing the impossible.
Question.
But
Are we gonna do something about the wings? I'm assuming you would want the flag.
not touch my wings!
No, don't do it.
Flight?
Just back
how about
away.
you
Okay.
let the grown-ups handle it. While that conversation, while this exchange is happening, by the way, I'm chugging the potions I have. I have 2 hit
I am
points.
as well. That my thing that only affects me. I was literally going to have all 16 pixies pour potions down. I was literally going to go. Ah! 16 potions down the gullet. Their action.
You heal 75 and you drown.
A serious moment of a dragon
Get waterboarded.
prepare to accept a new
Waterboarding.
deal with the Fae that just took over a domain that has been suppressed in. You look over to them, from you chugging potions, you pissing everywhere.
He's over here getting waterboarded.
And then suddenly you see the shower man sequence over here.
Yeah. You see.
He like flash
dance. I'm a maybe.
Alright, I'm much more comfortable with that.
As
I
this
have no
gargantuan
potions.
creature, colossal and still, tons upon tons of living flesh, sits down and just lays, trying to get as low as possible from to you.
Okay, I'm
I take a share. I never use them.
excellent. And I'm going to undo his collar.
It takes a little while.
I would assume. Especially, like, there's gonna be times where I'm like, Bennett, stop peeing. It's magic. I need you.
I can't. No, so at this point, real moment, you look around Vedic, because it only lasts for minutes. So the golden dragon is gone, and Vedic is just sort of over in a corner smoking his pipe.
And I'm standing over. I'm standing over in a corner, and I'm seeing if I can do Eccleston the Fifth in the snow.
So,
Another
he's
massive
depressed.
crack.
Quinn, there's Arcana.
The whole place
Look at that.
shakes.
Like, I'm just getting.
Can't you give us 10 minutes?
Again,
I said 10!
Get to you!
you hear.
Shit.
Everyone make perception
Wait your
checks.
fucking turn!
Actually, you don't need to make perception checks. With passive perception, many of you notice the ice breaking, the ceiling cracking, things are falling, and the dragon immediately looks up, breathes on the ceiling to bring integrity once more, and it cracks once again as you hear digging, clawing, moving.
Is it from the thing? The portal thing?
Not from the portal. from the
Something's digging.
ceiling. Something is digging its way towards you, and chunks of ceiling.
We are leaving!
And suddenly you hear, I will become God, and nothing will stand in my way. As another colossal-sized creature breaks through the ceiling maw first. The very peak of survival to the core of a Tarask that strikes fear into your hearts, minds, body, and soul. And you aren't ready to fight this thing as it breathes fire, body exuding heat. Everything in the place immediately comes to 90 degrees Fahrenheit just from its proximity for the split second it is here. And you see an army of greatly reduced fiends currently battling its way backward with the celestial beings.
Whoa.
Everything stops. All floating materials frozen. Fallen materials stopped in place. You felt this before. Time has frozen once again. But your conscience remains. In the various states of you moving around, getting ready to fight, the flames begin to boil out, rippling effects in the air. Oh, thank you.
Fire die.
And the breath weapon of an ice dragon fighting back immediately without hesitation, still about to die. Similar how it was, time stopped, but something different. The tension. The tension in the air, the tension in your body, the tension of the very skin that almost is about to rip off. The tension of all matter and time in the cosmos is stretched so paperly thin to the point that you can't believe it hasn't. You hear crashing, like a breaking of a panel of glass, and suddenly sucking sound, and everything is black. The paradox is complete. Time broke. Remember the D4 I showed you on the picture. You do not know how long you've been in this vast emptiness of void. You do not know how long it's been, equally forever and instantaneous, as time does not exist in this singular moment, infinite moment. A light. The only light. The only thing you see. All you separated. Alone. Gathered at this singular light, maybe 4 feet in diameter. This comforting at first, but eerie, as you find yourselves uncontrollably collected at this light at the center of the infinite void. Each one of you see the tethers that connect you swirl around and seem to collect at this ball of light.
Are my hands tiny, or are they?
They're still tiny. But as you look over, those with higher perceptions see image after image after image after image, thousands upon thousands of images behind each and every one of you, slightly different to the last. Different use, different possibilities, different times, probabilities and improbabilities. Infinite, all the way through the void, as you look at something. You know what this is. When time collapses, you are looking. Actually, roll an Arcana check real quick, Mr. Venick.
Oh, wow.
Quinn is looking.
Like the single roll in this entire game I'm good at.
Quinn is looking at all the different possibilities of himself, just thinking, should I change my facial hair? I mean, I like the goatee, but the Van Dyke is pretty alright.
Would you look at that?
Not 20, please. Not 20.
Confirmed.
Okay, so that's so 20 plus 5 is 25 plus 11 is 36.
Wow.
I know exactly what this is.
All right.
We are.
Let me.
That would be
You know,
Silver Menagerie.
Look,
You're
this
not
is
that
my
far off.
entire job.
You're not far off.
Labby Quicks, pull us back!
You're not that far off. Everything is fucked. You are in the theoretical spot in the universe before the Big Bang. You're looking
Space between
at the
spaces.
theoretical
Be kidding.
beginning of a new universe. You broke your other one, and time has to repair it in some way.
Uh-oh.
So it starts over.
And so it starts over. Now, is it your same one? Probably not. This is all theories and stuff like that. But as you go back, and as I described, as you go back to the various paradoxes with a natural 20, you had a paradox between Sparks, X, and Quinn. You had...
I was in that.
Yeah, so in the
Quinn's in
beginning...
there changing a 1 to a 0. Haha!
So, for the first DC 20 paradoxical checks of Constitution, everyone's saved. So, in mathematical terms, you get +2 points in galactic stability.
Woohoo! Whatever that
DC
means.
20 intelligence checks. 2 failures,
It
1 being a
means, as
natural
the
20.
world's premier time mage,
Yes.
there is no one more qualified in this moment to deal with this crap.
There's
However,
literally no one.
The
There's-
next one that happened right after that was a DC 20 intelligence, which is 2 saved, 1 natural 20, and 3 failures. That was a neutral. Neither positive nor negative. Still 2 points in galactic stability. And then the DC 20 wisdom saving throw. 2 saved, 3 failures.
Failed that one.
I failed that one.
That was a -1 in galactic stability. You're still in the positive. This is excellent. And then you look around the ball. What's holding it in place? What's holding this Big Bang from being a theoretical Big Bang? There is a simple but elegant brass color ring around the entire thing, fat, etched with almost celestial driven draconic runes. And with that natural 20, you know that this is one of the first pieces to find the theoretical laws of an item that you're hunting.
So,
This is what's holding it in place.
are we
Now,
gods?
with that natural 20, you get, which is a total of what?
36.
36, Jesus. You
I am
have,
a little.
with that +1 galactic timeline stability, you have theoretical wiggle room to redact certain paradoxes that's happened to characters. Except for this one. She seems to be unstrucken, smart, whatever.
I'm stable.
You're stable. Which is...
It's like you just
All
kind
right. So everyone can see this glowing light of eternity, right?
Yeah.
And so then it just sort of flows down towards it. It's already got this brass band around it, yes? And then it go and pluck out a silver band and extend it. Set it around it. Pluck out a golden band, extend it, set it around it. Pluck out a platinum band.
Can you make my
and
dick smaller? I've had
electrum
complaints.
band. What?
You make my dick smaller. I've had complaints.
Electrum band. Fold it in half. Just do the rest of it.
You really should just listen to your mother.
An electrum band, an iron band, copper band. Band after band after band, like until we get to stone and air and water.
I have a rock
fire
band.
and stone. It's brilliant. I'm sorry. That took me several seconds too late. And reach
no,
out.
his puns are literally part of the structure.
I need your help. Fire, water, air, earth.
I'm on fire. Yes, right now.
Go the positive Fae. All of the positive, all of the all that exists of the
Sealy
Sealy
Fae.
court. I need the unsealy court.
Just dark energy.
You just hear it screaming.
And I need law. I need law to put it all together.
Okay.
Your
Just give him a gear,
Your
dude.
connection to Mechanus. Your connection to all that is rigorous and mechanical. It doesn't work if we can't all put this math together.
You feel the same rhythmic internally clicking inside of you. Your ears upon yours.
Fucking amazing.
It all comes together.
It's all connected.
Does that mean you're chaos?
Yeah.
100% true.
I will look into myself and try and pull something out.
Mick, what would you like to do? How would you like to manifest things?
It's gonna manifest I'm gonna think about what I saw in the. Was it the Arc of Cogs kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Just a ball continuously rolling gears.
As you try to meditate and look internally, I'm going to roll a general wisdom saving throw to see how well you manifest this.
Cocked. I can't help you.
15.
15. Pretty good for you. And you dive into your internal void yourself. And normally you are...
I have a 6 for a wisdom.
And normally you are cluttered with very other thoughts, other things getting in the way, other spiritual beings trying to tug at you from the other parts of the universe, other parts of reality. There's nothing right now.
Literally nothing.
Nothing is in the way except for you. As you dive internally, and this ball begins to manifest. It's not complete yet, but conch after conch after conch after conch, it begins to build itself. In front of your chest, you begin to walk in this void of voids in you. And you hear... And it takes you a moment, and you realize it's matching your footsteps. And with a single light, like a spotlight, you stop and look at a titan. A Dwarven Forge titan. It stares down towards you, almost unimpressed. Bellowed.
This is what is chosen by the world. This is what is prophecy.
You don't know how long you can keep him here, it here. What do you do?
I'm gonna try and see it. I'm seeing if it mirrors me.
Brings up its left hand.
Can you touch
Just
it?
sheen it.
It brings it down
Holy shit.
and grabs you. Brings you up to the
It's
chest.
another one.
I've seen this Evangelion. It's where he pops your hit.
Make another,
No, this is like.
and you hear a titan's roar. Not yet. And you get shut down. But the clock is...
Sure, it's ticking. It's ticking. Everybody back away. It's ticking.
Now.
I'm up there going, what?
It's ticking.
See, I pictured, my initial thought was I pictured
No,
all
there's
this
the
floating
law
in
of
the
order,
void for like eternity, and it's you and me shouting back and forth, King's Bishop to Queen 4, just playing chess in our minds.
Pawn 7 to pawn 8. Check.
Rook takes pawn, breaks check.
I would like to believe
Vetted.
that I am so bored that I'm shadow manifesting minor illusion of
clarify.
what you guys
Yeah,
are
but we're playing with our eyes closed.
And I'm so frustrated, I'm in a perpetual
Let me
rage.
clarify. Going to roll a Arcana check. As you were doing this,
just did that.
preparations. No, this is a Arcana check to manipulate the folds of the cosmos.
All right. Assuming I can't guidance myself.
You can.
Oh well, then what's that?
You are a time wizard.
Well,
You bring time where there is no
let's
time.
add it.
I'll give you inspiration. Roll an extra d10.
How would you like to inspire him?
Just
in this
yell, "Get
specific
us out of
situation,
here."
It's the final countdown.
Also 36. Says
and
no
with
one.
a strange reverberation of the other years.
David Bowie is now a part of this universe. There's
Yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
They're also 36.
36? You know, above 30. As you were preparing, you get just... You don't know really what you're doing, but that's always been your domain. You've been always guiding yourself, but not guiding yourself. Always following the flow of time, but yet also making it your own. And when you are in moving this disc around, adding to it, moving it, guiding it, you realize you can free, without causing any stability problems, remove one paradox without removing a point of timeline stability.
Would you like to be a turtle, or would you like to not be a ginger?
I have platinum here, not
You have
ginger,
platinum here.
So
All right. I'll put Ek back.
And without a choice, you were about to answer, and suddenly you are. Eccleton is now a reflection, and Ek is. You're back.
No, don't want that one. No, don't want that one.
I don't want that one. Swipe left. Left.
There we go. That's total.
You
That's
are
the
back
one.
to normal,
I can rock the platinum hair.
and you feel.
I just said Elvish armor.
You can attempt again, but it would be a harder if you.
I don't. You know what? I'll live with the statue. It's long since past time someone's made a statue for me.
And all that remains is now to remove this disc and let it happen.
Pull the pin on that grenade.
This is what they call a holy hand grenade.
All right.
4.
Everybody-
shut not to count.
Everybody, hold on to your butts.
Your butt, not my butt.
And everyone scatters in every direction directly away from this ball. Like, whoosh! And suddenly a small, thunderous of an impossibly cataclysmically large explosion that, with at first small light, impossibly small, as you were brought thousands upon hundreds of thousands of miles away, as this light grows as a thundering air, the first sound you hear apart from yourself as begins to encompass all, as the Big Bang happens again. Or new?
The whole universe was in a hot, dense state.
There's nothing that
I don't have anything to throw. I need something.
They built the pyramids.
It's like, I don't know what all of you separated, and no matter what you do,
It's
laugh,
just a theory.
cry, scream, try as you might,
The
the light encompasses all. No pain, no discomfort, no suffering whatsoever. Surprisingly comfortable, actually. Surprisingly,
Like it's been this way the whole time.
you all wake up in your bed. You just finished long rest. Long rest, 10, 12 hours rest. You guys are dog tired after your last
yeah.
adventure.
Which bed?
You're back at the mansion.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're back at the mansion of Harkun. City of the Forge. City of nations that has 2 cities.
Boy, that was a dream.
You look out and you see the metropolis city that has been forged from the sacrifice of Colossus Rose. You see the monument that has been built for Colossus Ire that gave his heart for the second city of Forge.
Colossus Ire?
Things are different. And when you wake up, it takes a few moments as you guys are getting coffee, getting dressed, taking showers, and you have emanations. As things kind of come back as...
Another dream.
There's 2 cities?
That would be a tale.
How would you like to continue?
Thank you.
Oh.
You're back. You succeeded.
Do I feel a connection to another realm?
You do.
I would very much like to check my cubic gate and see if it is connected to a different location in the Shadowfell.
It is.
I am going to very, very loudly yell in a way where I'm echoing it with minor illusion to get everyone's fucking attention. Guys, I need you to come here!
It took you a few moments as the house is, the house, or the estate.
Like, I'm going to a
but the
central
estate is
area.
bigger and slightly different than you remember.
Wait, no, this way.
Yeah, so it takes you a few moments. You're like, wait.
That
and
staircase wasn't there before.
And I imagine Vedek comes out with a miniature house made of literally just bottles of alcohol. In the bar area, of course.
Pastiche.
they've been laid on their sides. There's sort of a glass wall and
Yes.
little tiki torches up on top.
And when you open up, you see Edva, the bar attendant, that is currently preparing morning drinks for everyone as you go by, creating various different martinis made with various milks. As you
One
walk
milk
by.
in their martini. Come on. Martini.
Yes,
Cheers. Show it a bottle of vermouth and walk away.
Just drink it while staring at a portrait of a lord.
She makes good drinks. Though Fae have different tastes in general.
This is my Shadow kind. It's now the
It
bartender.
is. It's now the bartender. Always has been the bartender.
It's always been the bartender. What are you
Always
talking
been the
about? She's
bartender.
always been the bartender.
Do I still have the bow?
You do. But we'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah.
You remember clenching it, and you actually hugged it through the entire night, and it's cold.
Yeah. It's in a special pocket in the quiver right
Yes.
now. We'll look at
But
that later.
eventually you find your way to the rather big master bedroom of Nicholas Naquis. With its
I said I went to a central area. I
Central
don't invite
area.
them into my bedroom. Are you kidding me?
Like, you don't know how Vivek manifested a Hugh Hefner red velvet robe.
Yes,
He
we
just-
do. You've had it the last 3 times we went back to the house.
Alright!
But this one has gold. It has a gold symbol.
little gold bunny.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that foreshadowing or a call out?
Who knows?
You see the various people that attend your house. Some warforged, others humans, half elves, full elves even, that are currently attending to the house, making sure the manor is nice and cleanly, especially with you being here and, well, being you mess the place up quite often. You have more servants than you remembered.
And elves.
Yeah, elves here.
Oh, that's normal me, actually.
I'm sorry if anyone has any problems that I might smell.
As Nicholas Naquis, you call and you hear a thwack, and you look over to the glass window and you notice a fairy on the windowsill currently just wailing in pain as it just flew into the window. Hey, how you doing? How you been?
It's
How you
important.
been? A long time. Anyway, I got the job done. Oh, good.
What date is it? We need to know. What's the date?
What's the date? What the date? I don't know dates.
I sent her away when we left Labby Quicks.
You did. What's the date?
Yeah.
We were supposed to return the same time we left.
What?
What day is it?
It's not Tuesday. Tuesday, I don't speak.
We need to talk. We need to go talk.
So what's going on?
What day is it?
What's the date?
Quill comes over.
Dale reckoning.
7 feet tall Quill.
What?
She's always been tall.
That's yes for me.
She has now.
She's always been tall.
You still have your elven armor.
Yep. This is normal to me.
That's what it's always
7 foot tall Quill, slender, stick figure, still has that womanly vibe, but instead of like a squat,
I don't know why you're making this comparison. She's
Calipagian.
always looked.
but now she is a stick figure, tall, slender, more elven in design, and comes over. Yes, how can I assist you?
What's the date?
Today's date is 2254.
Is that the day that we left?
No.
How many?
What is that in relation to the day that we
Before or
left?
after?
Fennec, would you roll a d10, please?
Before or after?
Do we still need to go save Drake?
It was a paradox. They
So-
did before.
7? It is 7 years prior.
Whoa.
Prior.
7 years?
Cool, I'll
And you
take it.
feel, at that moment, you feel your internal bank of where you keep your book. Heavy. Just gets heavy.
I'm good.
Yeah, and as you
Sit on the
report through
toilet for a while.
it, you see a prophecy. New prophecies, new prophecies.
New prophecies.
Prophecies about you. Prophecies about them. Detailed prophecies. Word, step by step oh no. And it doesn't
I
take
have no
long.
memory of this place.
You remember everything that you know, but it is a prophecy that is also meant to be. In 7 years' time, a word-to-word description of everything you have done since your arrival with this group, the Silver Menagerie, is played step by step, every second in detail. The prophecy is your future,
Okay.
and you know it's going to happen, and it can't be avoided because it's so fucking detailed.
So,
But you have time.
So, whatever's going on with his little brain, I got the answer that everybody was looking for, dismissed Quill. And then I summoned everybody for a reason.
Yes.
So whatever's going on with your little tick brain, I'm ignoring. So, do you guys remember how we, destroyed the Lord of Bitterfrost and I claimed his dominion?
vaguely.
I own his dominion. And I'm going to pull out the cubic gate and I'm going to point to this one side
this
of it.
fourth dimensional cube gate that kind of moves in perpetually on itself.
What does that entail?
So what that means is I need to go because he fucked up a lot of things about how death works, and I need to fix them.
Don't you mean he
Will?
fuck up a lot of things about how death works?
He hasn't
That
yet.
plane doesn't work in relation to this plane. I can literally go and
That's right.
manipulate
It's totally
it now.
different time,
Yeah.
yes.
Right, and you'll come back in like a minute from now.
The doors swing over, and you see Chuck in its full 7 foot tall, regular standing, Black Panther fur. Walking
Have
in.
he and I had a lifelong argument about his name and how I utterly hate it?
And you hear in your minds, with the crystal above his head, if you wish to rename me, you can rename me. My name means nothing, as I am your servant.
His name is Davian.
Very well. My
Davian.
name is
Got it.
Davian. Those
Dave.
that call me
I
Chuck
cannot
should
handle
know.
Got it.
I look over Bubble. Can I rename you? No, fuck you.
As it should be.
I brought lunch, master, and puts down a long beetle.
So, chewing on one of the legs.
He brought multiple, yes.
Right.
You tap it and it opens up.
He kind of, when sitting down, and when he sits down, he's like 11 feet tall. He's the size of a horse. So, it's a big guy. He kind of does that pattern when you're like taking part of the food that was meant for her. But
Yeah, but it's one of those things where I just kind of like, leave it whenever he growls at him.
But there is a note still
Leave
attached.
it. No, we don't chew on the cobalt.
There is still a note attached to Davian's collar.
Right, okay, take the note. Hey, look at that.
It's been written for 3 months.
I would hope no one's allergic to this new flavor, or I should say, scent of soap.
Well, that sounds right.
I'm just refreshed that you.
All right, guys, I'm going to read you the first paragraph out loud. Hey, it's me, us, it, them. We found your Blink puppy. He expanded in each direction infinitely, and somehow a small part of him became some sort of undefined eldritch horror fit to clash with mid-divinity gods. He got a little carried away with his newfound self in his search for what he could never obtain, causing quite a bit of damage at the schism of creation.
I knew it.
I'm sorry, I need to take my faceplate off for this one.
It's all good though. I was able to manage the cosmic damage and retrieve most of his soul goop, with most of this reality being intact. Though they had to take a few liberties in knitting the torn seams to unity once more. It's hard to explain in your words, but think of it like recontrasting a pocket watch with the same parts. It may be the same thing in the same parts, but it never quite works the same way as the build prior. So there may be a few changes around you that aren't what you remember. It shouldn't be too big of a difference, so it should be okay. I'm sure you'll adapt to it. Anyway, we took all the soul goop stuff that it could of your pet and placed him into an acceptable body that reality would not reject. However, he keeps calling himself Chuck. I'm sure you can persuade him to change his name. You are exceptional after all. By the way, it made your pet's pocket into an interdimensional space to hold his new form better, and made it so that if Chuck returns to this pocket, he is rendered unconscious while being on the same plane as you, for convenience purposes. Lastly, please, please, please don't bring another sentient entity to a fold of creation. All of creation might have gotten off lucky this time round, but don't count on it to be a simple fix next time.
We got 6 though. Sorry. Didn't need to. Didn't think that was gonna happen. You didn't do this every other Tuesday.
Wish you luck with that trash fey guy. Aim for the crystals before aiming at his heart, winky face with a stick-out tongue. Sincerely, the end / the beginning.
So, wait. Aim for the crystals first and then the heart? Okay, so we did it
That's
right.
what we did.
Cool, we did it right.
Yes.
I wrote that thing 3 months ago.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Good to know that we'll do it right in 7 years.
So
anyway,
we need to go find a Tarrasque egg.
I need to go.
You can go do your thing. We need to figure out what the hell that Tarrasque egg is.
Alright, so is this one of those I can just go?
I
Do you
think
guys
so.
have it?
You need assistance?
It is an event fate, paging through page after page of you. I have no idea.
I need to book an airship to go to him.
I have an airship. Where is my airship?
Good for.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Also becomes crashing through with 16 pixies piloting.
Not quite.
4 of them are still pulling on the wheel long after it's crashed through the wall.
Don't worry, Captain. I'm sure the buff that out.
Not quite, but as you brought that up, speaking of which, where's our airship? Quill comes over, tall, slender, still in fine robes, with runic magic of elves and sylvan. Sorry to intrude, but we have a visitor that is asking for your name and specifics. Says it's a weird feather with a bunch of vags and a stick. I don't see a face, though. It's peculiar, but he has a ship with a rope lead on it.
Ah, there's my airship. Wonderful.
I'm sorry, what?
All right, so
He's at the front gates.
I will go and meet with him.
you all do. Let me rephrase what I'm asking.
If you
Is
need
my
a
help valuable?
Clearly.
Should I send someone to replace me?
Your help is
Even
extremely
the
valuable.
estate, Nicholas.
How long are you going to be gone?
Time works different
Oh,
there.
right. All right, fine. Very
That's the
good.
thing.
All right, well, then we'll...
You can go do your thing and come back before the end of this conversation.
Or in 247 years.
That's
So-
not what happens in 247 years, I'm just saying.
Let me ask one last time, and then I'm going no matter what you answer. Do you want me to send a replacement?
It's a good
This doesn't
yeah, it
quite
couldn't hurt.
I'm sorry, this doesn't quite make sense. Like, the prophecy
That was
for
a
the
one
Tarask
yes,
is
one yes,
is
one maybe.
very clear.
Yes, we would benefit from some.
Excellent. Push the cube and I disappear.
Well,
With that-
the question is, do you
Watch it.
The black hole opens
And she's gone.
Nope, the prophecy is very
And you just see
clear.
Vedic just no.
So, yes.
And then suddenly here's
Do we or do we not?
Oh, shit, on 47 pages! Oh.
Nope.
Do we or do we not?
The prophecy is very clear. The people who are supposed to be here as part of the Silver Menagerie are, and he picks up and like tarot cards, he spreads them in space. Except they're placed in such a way as you can see them. They're windows into stars. Basically, he goes, the hunter, the eternal machine, the world chosen, and the unknowable fae. Those are the people who are supposed to be here.
As I disappeared, this note flutters down and lands in your hands.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna be asking.
I'm assuming it's along the lines of she left you to take care of us.
She left me in charge.
I figured.
You want to roll up insight?
I actually believe you. She would have left anyone else.
I do.
All right.
Roll inside, bitch.
Oh, please let it be the one time it works.
Nope.
I didn't roll one.
He did.
I was hoping that the thing wouldn't have returned.
It doesn't.
unfortunately.
It doesn't. Yeah.
Never mind.
What was yours?
1.
4.
25.
You know, it's totally raising.
I rolled 5.
He's holding the weapon of the Lord of the Bitter Frost. You know, he did the final execution on the Lord himself. And
He got the paper after all. It's
yeah, he got
gotta
the
be
paper
him
too.
in
It's clear.
charge.
It must be true. Now, what you
Davian
do-
went with me, by the way.
She
Understood.
says I couldn't stand them anymore.
I couldn't take them anymore. Good luck.
Did you guys do what you are doing?
She didn't even get to
Do
smell
you
my new
have any
soap.
questions on the implications of this?
No, I'm strangely comfortable, other than we're back 7 years into the past.
7 years.
Yeah,
in
I
the
guess.
Does
past.
that mean we
I
can
should-
find ourselves in the future?
Don't do that,
So-
don't do that, don't
No,
do that, don't do
now-
that.
I don't think it's.
I
we're
would
not in the
like
same
to
universe, though.
clarify what I rolled in
We're not in the same
advance
universe.
of the game because I had to do some
Different version of
writing
reality.
because of time.
So we're
So-
still us.
Shh. This
I'm sure this
plus
will be
2
counted for.
plus 0 minus 1 on the galactic
Divided by 0.
time. Yeah. On this galactic timeline outcome, I roll it. I have 4 outcomes, and I have a plus 1. If you use the plus 1 with a low enough to correct a error of paradox, it would take away unless you rolled a DC 30 Arcana check, which you did. So I had a plus 1. That on the D4 in that picture that I showed you, I rolled a 4 out of 4.
Sure.
I will read what was possible of the outcomes of the galactic scale. The first one, 1. If I rolled a 1, the players return 2D 100 years after the time they entered the...
After.
Oh, shit!
It is a colossal wasteland.
2.
You're reading like on the index of this shit.
2. The players return 1d10 days after they enter the Door of Continuum. Vedic can reduce the number of days within a D4 with a number of YD with a number of 4th level spell slots or higher with a DC 15 Arcana check, plus 5 for each successful or failure. 3. The players return D100 days before they enter the Door of Continuum.
That's nice.
All events leading up to the need of entering the Door of Continuum is set in stone with a 100% percent accuracy, step-by-step prophecy foreseen by Vedic in his prophecy book.
Naturally. All my
4.
prophecies.
Cool. So you know exactly
I
what you
rolled
need
a
to
4. The players return D10 years prior to entering the Door of Continuum.
That's the one we got.
And then the same thing, all events leading up to the need of entering the Door of Continuum is set in stone by 1 day.
So what I read from this is we actually have 7 years of downtime. Because we can't fuck with all of the shit's gonna happen.
do. In 7 years, exactly how it's going to happen.
No. Forgive me. Nick, this is brilliant. We have 7 years to go and stop the fuckery that, you remember the list? Do you remember the eschatological list? We have 7 years to try and stop this shit.
Okay, step 1. We need to book a
The
trip to
whiteboard's
Galderon.
still there. That is now a vestige that you guys just found.
We need to book a trip to Galderon so we can find the egg at the Durask. And figure out what not
The
to do.
Durask hasn't been hatched yet. The
Exactly.
plant hasn't come to this world yet. The Mind Flayer hasn't gotten all of its shit figured out.
There's another Ark of Cogs to go get.
Wow.
I'm sorry to interrupt this. Well, I don't know what this is, says Quinn.
Don't worry, neither do we. It's fine.
But
Yep.
there's another Ark of Cogs. You became our
Maybe.
heroes for returning the Ark of Cogs to us.
What?
7 years.
It's why we have our celebration coming up.
Are there statues of us out here?
Of course, yes.
Please, no.
Including
Can you
Vedic
tell me
here as
about
well.
God damn it.
Somehow in the statue, he's even smaller than he is in real life.
He's on the shoulder of Sparks.
Somehow managed to be about knee height. It's just,
So,
and look like overstuffed.
Sorry?
there's another city?
Oh, they've got him with his legs straight out
So
like a
yes,
child.
when we parted ways with, I'm trying to remember the name of the civilization that they broke away from. It was the council. It was when we broke away from Thesian culture. We had 2 colossuses. There are a total of 5 in making. 2 of them were with the Thesal Committee.
In making.
Yes. Well, there was other making.
The shopkeeper came in.
Oh yes, we have plenty of shopkeepers. Many of them have opened up their wares from outside, Russian, not Russian goods anymore. They're still very adamant in war talks. But they've already performed the city raid and everything. Anyway, but back to your original question. Yes, there were 2 Colossuses, Colossus Rose and Colossus Ire.
Colossi.
Ire, I-R-E.
No, Colossi.
Very funny, Master Quinn. That decided to part their ways with us, our currents, the Forged, and with their sacrifice, we were able to have the city of Rose, Colossus Rose, to make the first city that is here, the city of Roses, and then the city of Ire, the one that builds and prepares for war, as it is inevitable, especially with the Russian territory on our borders. It's already happened, actually. Anyway, but yes. And DM standing, there was already 2 Colossuses in the original. This is where your paradox came in. Your paradox, your major paradox, A kingdom or nation that the player has been in comes to greater power.
Arc of Cogs.
How is
Harkern has grown in power from a basic small nation to an, a actual
Decent size,
nation.
like
Two-city
Dwarven
nation.
City.
It's a two-nation city. And in story,
Two-city nation.
I've already had written. You might have found this out. Maybe it was in the background lore. There was already always two Colossuses that came with. However, one of them, Colossus Ire, had to this walking fortress versus the walking dragon / flying dragon. Walked himself into oblivion. Walked himself to pieces in order to have the rest of the Forge people hide. Because Colossus Ire is very eye-catching. If he walks off in a direction...
Everyone's going to go after him.
Exactly. Thinking that they are following the path of where these Forge are trying to find.
So
And
if you went
thus,
one way,
it
everyone's going the
walked
other way.
itself into pieces wherever it died. Probably where the pirate island was.
Oh!
But
Fucking brilliant.
that did not happen in this timeline.
So he just sat down and became a fortress.
He walked into the mountains, said fuck you to any nature there was, and said, I live here now, and so does my people. And thus the second city. And it had to go in, and it had its sacrifice. It went into a forever slumber as we use its colossal heart, the Arc of Cogs, to power the city.
Slumber.
Yes.
Could
Thanks to you.
Could it in theory be reactivated?
Yes, but that would also disconnect the entire city of essential
I
power.
have a mission.
So, with
What?
the
Just to
potential
destroy your
outcome of
city.
you bringing a new Arc of Cogs, it is potential that we are able to awaken Rose from her slumber. Or Ire, but
Depends which one.
to be sleeping for so long is risky, and we do not know if we can bring her back. But she still sleeps. She still
It's
dreams.
been for like, what, 20 years?
Roughly, yes.
Oh, wait. Shit. Where's my book?
Your book?
Yes, from my father. Figure.
Yeah, it's still there.
Anything changed?
No.
Okay. I need to go visit here first.
Are you going to visit your father's grave?
Say it again?
What part?
Where?
You mentioned pretty much every other conversation with pretty much anyone that you talked to that you said you killed your father twice and had to bury him. Found a priest.
Yeah, you told me that story before I even knew your name.
You never told me the exact location, but I know that it's in somewhere in Nexvar.
So that's still the same?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I'm 7 years before that.
So, to clarify with Vedek's help, most of the things that you did in order to come to Hartkern are pretty much the same, apart from slight changes.
Okay, so that's still the primary focus. Then.
Yes.
Gotcha.
But the prophecy of finding the egg, bringing it to a forged city in a volcano, that is all set in stone in prophecy, supposedly. But, as Vedek said in the past, a more accurate prophecy just binds the people to it.
Here's the thing,
Cassandra paradox.
Ah,
and we may not.
You
be the
never
one- we may
really
not be
met
the-
one because you knew it was like bad. But now you're,
Yeah, you don't do
stuck
it.
in one.
yeah.
But we may not be the ones who actually. We may not be the ones who actually find the egg and bring it to the
Geldon.
to Gurdun, the dwarven.
Technically, you already
volcano.
have.
Do you want to leave that? To
We already
Trace?
have. Oh, we already have. We already
It's
have.
already with the dwarves. You have your armor.
Oh,
I do. It's already there.
Your elven, dwarven make armor.
it's almost like.
Okay, and I already brought that. I already did that then. Still did that, so. Okay.
So, Vedic, how do we undo this if this is all set in stone?
We don't. We cannot undo it.
I would prep for it.
It can only go forward. And there are edges to the prophecy. The things that are supposed to happen will already happen.
So we're going to have the Tarask. We're going to have the plant.
It's going to come. The Tarask, the demon, or sorry, devil, psychic infused mind flayer Tarask, whatever that was, will happen.
Frost will not, though.
Will not. We've already solved that problem.
So that's one issue done.
However, the Shadowfell is weird with its time.
Yeah, well, so my
I
point
look
is,
in my pocket. Do I have a raven feather?
You do.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that's already happened.
in this world, though, that will already happen. There's nothing we can do to stop that. That's set in stone. We've already experienced that reality. So what we have left is time to go around and prepare for it, to stop it. We haven't...
How do we kill Tarask?
Well, that's another question. We've got 7 years to figure out. Another question is that we've got...
Let's not bank on those 7 years.
Drake.
Yes.
We have Drake to figure out. What's going on with
We
Drake?
have all the problems with Drake to figure out all the problems with
With
the book. And so all the problems with...
Quill is kind of just like writing things down.
all the
like-
problems with the Varosian Empire. We've got to solve the Varosian Empire.
And her...
I don't think anyone can solve the Rosian Empire. They're majorly...
They might blow themselves up at some point. Not worry about them.
Okay? We have all the time to protect the Dwarven city from the eruption which is coming.
Wasn't there an elemental
We
titan
could-
below the Dwarven city?
Trying to get dwarves to leave their own home. That's going to be fun.
No, just take the egg out.
No, they
The
wouldn't.
egg will already explode in that volcano. It's set.
It's
Okay.
The dwarves don't have to be there.
It's true.
Getting them to move is going to be a problem, but we can figure it out.
It's three cities built on top of another city.
I need to keep my brother from doing something very stupid.
Who's your brother?
The favorite child.
By your mom or dad, he was favored.
My father.
Where are you from again?
Far away.
On the board.
Right, so I'm not here.
What's your next one over there?
Physical
Natural disasters.
threats.
Threats.
Tarask.
Threat level. So we have the Tarask to take care of. We have the Illithid.
Devil army.
Yeah, you want to
Double
write.
arming.
You want to write as big as you can, there, buddy.
Sorry.
It's funnier if it's hard to read.
Did we release the 4 Illithid tadpole things?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So we
We've already
also
met the
have.
elephant.
Okay. The Lord of Bitterfrost is dead, so that is good. Ish.
Is that mine? Favorite child?
Favorite child?
Okay.
Your girlfriend?
Because that also pisses off the fiend.
No, I've already solved that
All
problem.
right,
She's already
we
met.
have Drake's book. Drake and his book.
Drake
It's actually
slash
2
book.
things. It's Drake and his book.
Drake and his book.
Because I think they are tied together with his family.
Are
The
you
book is tied with his family.
Drake
and
Owen?
Yes.
Yeah, he's opening up his shop tomorrow. No, actually today.
What?
Grand celebration, everything.
I'm sorry, what?
Who
Yes.
was?
Drake Owen.
Drake Owen.
And his father, yes.
Or opening a shop
Okay.
here?
Yes. Apparently there was a big union and there was a big shootout and everything. Both of them were placed under house arrest. They actually worked it out.
Well, I mean,
To
do
a
you want to
point,
put
there was
a lot of
the Lord of
alcohol in
Bitterfrost on there so we can track that?
Yeah, we need to track it still, because we don't know if it's done or not. Just track. Will it be timey-wimey?
The good news is I have his bow.
You know, did we have any way to talk to Nick? Was is gone. She didn't even give us a way to talk to her.
I have sending paper.
What were the other eschatological threats?
Can you talk across planes?
Plants.
I can.
The plant
Well,
thing.
Devil army, devil plants.
Plants, yes.
Question: does that talk across planes?
Yes. I think so.
Right.
5% chance not to.
Yeah.
We had others that you were just talking about.
Well, I said Drake and his book and his family. But that's
Don't look at me. I was not responsible.
what is
for
LOBF?
Lord of Bitterfrost. That's just
Oh,
for
all
tracking
right,
purposes.
fine.
Yeah, just for tracking. What else we got? I mean, there's a hag up in the...
If only we could go back on YouTube and watch what we wrote last time.
I'm pretty sure it was 7. That's about right.
Yeah, but favorite child wouldn't have been on there because that's a new one since then.
There's about 7.
We're missing one.
Let me add another one.
Well, his girlfriend was one of them.
There
at the
you
time.
That's right. The girlfriend was the other one.
What was another one?
The
Your
girlfriend. That was the other one.
When you want to introduce.
Yeah, your girlfriend.
The dragon was one of them.
The dragon you dated.
Dragon Horde.
Dragon Queen. What else you got? Mission status updated. Mission status updated. Mission status updated. Mission status updated.
There's something buggy in your software because you've gotten these updates before.
Yep.
Man, it's
Prophecy.
Counteract.
There's someone else pulling strings in a different direction.
Oh,
We
that's
got
right.
Prophecy counterpart.
Oh, I remember that.
You're right. Who is the person pulling the strings?
Don't know yet.
We're trying to figure that out, right? War with...
The Rosian
Rosians?
Empire.
Right, that's inevitable. That will happen.
It's already happened.
It's literally happening
Happening?
right now.
Yes. We've already suffered a city raid. That is terms for war.
Oh, right, we did. Remember
So
that.
the thing
Was
is
it this
that-
one or the other one?
So,
Sorry?
This
is
is
this,
your Rose or...
would
In
we
the city
be
of
able...
Rose, yes.
Okay.
I have an idea.
And I
For
doubt
us
it's
to-
not. It's going to be the
Us to
first
think
time.
about is, you know how you have fire, you must have the fuel, and you must have the air, and you must have the heat. Well, that makes fire. When you have the Tarask and the Illithid and the Devil Plant together, it makes the fire. So I'm wondering if we break one of these, do we break some of them?
Or make it easier to take down.
But
That's one reason
we
why
already
took
know
out-
the Tarask will happen, so...
We know the trash will happen. We know that everything
But-
on this board will happen.
How do we? Is truly the Dragon Queen? Vedic, you're not telling us something. Why is the Dragon Queen up there as a threat to the astrological?
There's a knock on the door. It quickly goes, excuse me.
The knock is coming from Nicholas's bedroom closet.
No, okay, yeah, she kind of turns around and just like,
I still need to go outside and get my
Did
shit from
someone order a
I ordered a pizza. I'm sorry.
do we need to get security?
I don't think it'd be... I'll check it. I really hope she doesn't kill
There's
me.
a couple of heavily
Nicholas, I'm
armed
sorry.
dwarven guards and a couple other forged units that have these winged aspect that kind of turn towards and like, we're ready.
Quentin looks at them and goes, I'm sorry, have you forgotten who we are?
Look, I don't mean to be any, against pointy-eared leaf lovers,
Cannon fodder.
but I'm also cannon fodder. I can take a cannon to my chest like a jam.
I just
Door.
got away.
I'm gonna open the door because somebody's stuck in here. Hello.
This about 1.5 tall rabbit steps forward.
Someone did order lunch. Vedic, your lunch is here.
Oh, joy!
You can
Yeah,
pick
and-
whether they're small or
It's a
medium.
1.5
So,
foot rabbit.
Small,
As the
Where's
door opens,
a foot would be
Where's my
pretty.
pizza?
My pixie is a foot.
in the room of
It's like
Nicholas
foot and a half.
Necklace,
Oh, okay.
you see you can describe your character in full detail as you see
Character.
a standing upright bunny person. Now, you've been at the Fae, but you've never seen a bunny person, but this is, by no other descriptor, a bunny person.
About 1.5 tall, all dark, very heavily furred clothing,
Is she
as though
late?
preparing for winter.
She has a
White.
top hat.
She does not.
Is she late? She have
No.
a pocket watch.
She does not.
Shut up.
She's got the long,
sorry.
floppy ears that are slightly tucked back behind her ears.
I'll take
And she steps forward with a little bit of a sigh because she sees hunger and sass and confusion. Hello. Nicholas sent me. I'm to assist you with that
Pizza.
fucking devil Tarask plant thing.
Oh, we're just working on that. What
Sorry.
was in the room?
She sent pizza, right?
No, but I brought lemon squares.
Ooh.
I like
Wow.
They
One of
are,
us.
they are rich.
In fact, they give you a buff of some kind that I'd have to pull up. But
Yeah, 1d8 plus
She would
proficiency,
say
if I remember correctly.
yeah. So and
Without question.
Which of you
We
is
don't eat in the Fae, but we eat from the Fae.
which of you is Quinn?
That'd be me.
Niquis sent these, and she pulls out a giant stack of research paperwork that appears to be in deep speech, and hands them to you, and says, "She said you might need them for your ship. That these are the notes from the Illithid that is involved in the
Instruction manual.
that is involved in the fucking Tarask Illithid devil plant situation." So,
It's the instruction manual for my airship.
And the weirdest thing is, I just imagine when you pulled it out, it just kind of grew.
oh yeah, like it's
Yeah, bigger in the pocket than it was.
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you pulling that out of?
Pockets full.
armored bag of holding.
all right.
And she says, "Thank you for finishing the job."
That's weird.
She thanks you?
Yeah.
That is so amazing. She never says thanks
Nick-
for
Nick-
anything.
Nicholas
Every single one
expressing
of
gratitude.
you, except for Quinn, feels a snap and a pressure relieving from the back of the neck.
Of the cord.
A Fey promise has been completed. With that, everyone
Whoa.
here gains +10 to your Shadowfell reputation.
Including I'm a person!
Plus
Same!
30.
Oh shit!
I'm for 30!
Oh shit!
You gain 30 reputation for dealing the final blow to the Lord.
Because you needed it. You bastard.
Let's just see.
Oh
what
yeah,
that
be
brings.
mad at him. You know, Nicholas became an archfey essentially, but be mad at him.
I'm gonna put.
You're
Anti-Vedic?
understandable.
Anti-Vedic? What the hell is that, Vedic?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
There's
shit.
something
we ran into
in
that
there's
already.
something we have already run into
Oh
several
my God.
We ran into
times.
them.
That brings me to a nice
The anti-us.
68.
Wait a minute.
But we didn't run into anti-her.
Perfect.
Is Drake your anti-Vedic?
No.
No.
Drake's not nearly
We've met it.
clever or
We've met
smart
anti-Vedic.
enough.
I also have a letter for.
Mine was a death note.
From Drake. It's a restraining order.
That's fair.
That's valid.
Be the son of my life and stay 5 million miles away.
So at this point,
Do you have a name?
Stay at
You
least
willing to
7
share?
years away from me.
I understand that these conventions.
Stay 500 years away from me. It's really accurate prophetic.
my name is Todd.
I'm sorry. Todd?
Todd?
My name is
Your
Todd.
name is Todd.
Yeah. I
You-
don't
why-
really want to get into it. If
Why-
we could just. Nicholas asked you guys get out of her room.
Greetings, my name
Okay.
is Eck. I like your name. It is simple like mine.
I'm glad. Could you get out of her room?
I'm already
She
out of the
needs
lobby.
me.
She needs. What is she going to use the room for? I was planning to put in a wet bar.
All right, one sec. Hold on. And she pulls out like a series of notes, and she's like, "Vedic says," and she hands you a note that says, "I will fucking murder you."
God
for
damn it! She's good.
She started everything.
Gotta choose your own adventure friend book. Vedic says this, offer this note. Vedic does this, offer this note.
Brilliant.
So does everyone leave the room?
Yes.
Okay.
Unwillingly.
So, as everyone leaves the room, she turns around and she hops up and she sticks the key in. She locks it. She puts a sign up that says for Nicholas's use only that she pulled out of the giant threat book. And then she... All right. Yeah. So I'm here to help.
What are your specialties?
Not delivering pizza, obviously.
I'm really good at baking.
Oh,
And, today I'm good at the bagpipes. And
nobody can be good at the bagpipes.
Oh,
it's only for
pulls out the
today.
bagpipes.
You didn't know that there was dueling bagpipes until this moment.
And she just kind of shrinks down.
Especially
Eck
all
is-
the elven service
As you start
disappears.
There's a rooster tail of dirt as Eck is running away.
I'm playing Thunderstruck on the bagpipes.
She's playing something that's like 2 skill levels lower, but playing it impeccably.
Oh, okay.
And then she kind of puts it away and is like very, like if bunnies could blush. That's like, she's very called out right now.
Got it.
So
But
I'm imagining.
mostly what I do is when the Sorrowsworn get out, I hunt them down and put them back.
You hunt down Sorrowsworn.
And put them back.
She might be very, very,
I come back-
very deadly.
I come back and go, what?
Never trust the fluffy ones.
I'm wondering whether or not we should add Todd to the list. Because that's pretty impressive.
Let's
If
also
you
point
can-
out-
if you can put those things back.
Let's point out,
That's
Nick was sent them to replace her in terms of effectiveness.
Well, it's been at least 10 minutes and she hasn't threatened me yet, so Todd hasn't threatened me yet, so I see this as an improvement.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Who are we talking about?
Do you have any allergies to natural soaps or perfume?
Vestigial alternates?
There's
Vestige alternates.
Vestigial alternates are all the shitty versions of our
and
characters.
she just kind of puts her hood up and shrinks
We
down.
ran into the
smaller.
orc guy. We ran into the Lord of Bitter Frost, all of who owned vestiges. There are other vestiges on this world other than the ones that we happen to... that you happen to be propagating.
As like all three berries can.
Unsheathed sword. Puts it back.
My point is that there are other forces in this world who would like to see us
Grab the heavy
fail.
shield. Just puts it back in my...
Todd, sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice you there. What?
Someone, you're not the shortest one.
Todd.
I'm not. Bunny, I want more lemon squares.
Todd.
Buddy?
Todd, I was wondering, do you ever have a trouble with shit sticking to your foot?
And with that, she pulls out this root of a tree, slams it into the ground, and disappears into a hole.
Wow. Okay.
You see a
Wow.
root of a tree that, when she slammed it down, it seemed to burrow itself into the floor, and a layer of topsoil fell through, leading to a bunny hole underneath. And she's disappeared.
Pocket dimension.
Well, and Quail just kind of writes a few things. I shall prepare some comfort food for the new guest. I see that you have not changed, and welcome back, masters of the house.
Quinn pulls a berry, drops it down the hole. Welcome. You'll fit right in, and then heads out to the main gate to see this old guy with my with a boat on a lead.
And going outside, you have a lovely front garden. And with your passive perception, you sniff the air. Fey heavy garden. Not like a Fey portal, but
Bumble, is this you're doing?
no, it was always like this. The city just has, a lot of Fey people, which makes sense because apparently a lot of people don't like they just don't like my presence.
Marshmallow.
Not a half-second delay.
Yeah. It's like we graduated to the big marshmallows. No slower.
Yeah, no slower. It doesn't take you, because you look to your right, even though it's a big front area, grand view, rolling hills with a natural water, a creek. And you look to your right and you see an airship that is quite literally at the front gate, still floating, no pixies, with a familiar yet strangely disappearing at the moment and reappearing now of a certain rag-covered body of like a hunch-over figure with a void face that has no face, gnarls stick, and walks with a crunch to it.
Wasn't this one of the shopkeepers in the Shadowfell?
This is one of the people that you saved from the.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
But once it got conscious, it kind of just disappeared in the background, and then disappeared entirely.
Mm-hmm.
And yet here it is now again.
It's like an echo of another reality.
Something like that. And it, funny enough, has a gnarly looking rope, hemp rope, that has been, is definitely due for a replacement, as it has all those bristles that are sticking out that makes it
It's
itchy
a
and
frayed
everything.
rope.
The frayed rope that is
It's a frayed knot.
lightly around its stick and wrapping around the front part of this strange-looking vessel. And every time it moves, as he looks towards you, noticing the two guards that are currently on top of the standing pillars, these forge entities that are looking down towards it at the front gate.
Does this, and we seem to have some knowledge of things that are yet to come or have
You
passed.
remember it as if you just lived
All
it.
right. So the question would be: is the airship like what we remember, or
Yes,
is it different?
exactly.
Right, that's exactly all right.
Yeah.
All right.
And as you start to approach, it looks towards you and moves, and the ship behind it moves behind it.
I don't. Apparently, I did not write this guy's name down. I actually had the notes.
He never
on it.
gave a name, as he never spoke yet.
Oh, okay. I look at this entity that I remember saving and says, welcome to our humble domain. Looks as though you've brought me a.
Suddenly, you feel a mind hit yours, and you see images of flashes that make its own language. It is a pleasure to see my savior again. I am here to repay my debts. I have found my brothers and sisters that travel between, and I bring what you left behind, the other. And he gestures towards the ship.
Pixies. Oh shit!
Yeah, sure. They came with the package.
I appreciate your delivery of this gift, and I reach out for the rope.
He takes the rope off and hands it towards you through the bars. It is nothing for a fellow traveler of the multiverse. If you ever need a guide to the endless reaches of the void, merely think of us, and I shall arrive. He begins to hobble out, and he passes a singular leaf that's impossibly thin compared to what he actually is. And when he walks through it, he does not go past the other side, walking in between realities to wherever he went.
Same kind of thing the nymph did behind a tree in my game.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's like, okay.
You climb up the rope, yeah.
Wait, what am I missing?
Yeah, you walk outside and you see a giant not giant, a sizable skyship outside of your house.
Yeah, I'm still paging through pieces of prophecy I've never seen before.
You look up, you're like, where did we go? And there's like 11 pixies eating everything sugary off of
Dad, damn it! I'm trying to make a pie for Todd. Get
Right? No,
away.
me too. He puts out a little bit of sugar on the thing, pulls out a little net. Me too. Little pie for Todd. Anytime.
And you go, you don't catch it, but the sugar trail's gone.
Goes right through the net.
Damn it.
I will permanently reduce
While
my
you
number
guys are
6
doing
level
that.
spell slots. Just always have 16 pixies following me around.
While you guys are doing that, Todd, you're in your home, the one place you call sanctuary.
Yes.
Gives you comfort, gives you a place to hide, gives you a place of sanity check.
I just need to know when about 18 minutes are up.
There's almost a face.
With everything going on, that goes pretty quickly.
Okay, so at about the time 18 minutes are up, you hear a and
Ding! And
Out
she comes out with
from-
muffins.
no, you said you wanted lemon squares. Trump. And she comes out with oven mitts and a tin of lemon squares, looking for everybody.
It's like fucking
Logan. Get clean. It's clean before it hits the ground.
Bob is inside, belly extended, just It kind of flies away and just kind of. Oh shit!
It's like a ball.
Baby, I got this one. I got this one.
And she goes back down.
Wait, and your pie.
A few moments go by where the pixies exhaust their resources and they start moving to other locations, and then you hear "motherfucker" as Eldra comes out with a net and a frying pan. And is currently just
Wait, I've got something for this. Oil and
get another. And he grabs the oil. Stuffs
I
a rag
love
in it,
this.
Okay, we're going.
I'll
fair.
start cutting onions.
Quinn, you need to get your pixies.
5 fairies die over the course of the day.
Yeah. They have 1 hit point.
Oh yeah,
You look at them mean they die.
but
Oh, that can't be true. They survived Niquist for days.
how would you like to proceed?
So
the hell are
Todd
we gonna
keeps
do?
disappearing until a full plate of lemon squares makes it in front of Vedic.
For just for fun reasons, going to roll a cooking utensils check
I am.
with the bonuses of your cozy bunny hole.
I
Pull up
conjure.
It's a
the
plus
email.
5.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. And then because I have proficiency in the tools, do I roll?
You have plus 5 to them because it's using either intelligence or wisdom, and you're better with wisdom.
What kind of fruit was out in the garden?
Out in the garden, there's not many fruits out in the garden right now.
Oh.
Yeah, these are pretty looking areas. If you want an actual garden,
I'm
in
gonna
the
make a
back-
vegetable pie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's plenty
All
of
right, and so that's what I'm trying to make.
Make
and
Make a
Pie.
cooking utensils
cooking,
check.
cooking.
You've had my veggie pot pie. It's pretty good.
9. I'm stressed.
You're
This
stressed.
day's been a lot.
And you don't like, pixies to begin with, and having a bunch of Feywild, shenanigans right now. This is like,
Yeah.
you got that hyper tension shakies right now.
If you ever want to make a really good veggie pot pie, instead of chicken broth in the filling, use V8.
I guess I should have done that with this.
You think so, but it's amazing.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I'm not sure. I don't actually have a cooking skill, but
Nope, you just add your wisdom modifier.
So,
So what you do?
it was made with love.
Unfortunately, that was the only recognizable ingredient.
So what you roll? So, Todd, you come out with another.
It's
lemon squares. It's lemon squares. Not the best, but not the worst.
right.
And you can quickly smell fire. There's fire in the building. And suddenly you hear a bunch of footsteps. Fire! 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 And you hear a ding, 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 ding. As a bunch of people rush the kitchen, with Ed coming back out, forgetting that his fire area effect is on, with a smoking heap in his hands.
Oh shit!
She's maintaining a distance appropriate to the fire. As he approaches, steps back, but doesn't want him to feel like she's disrespecting him, so will step forward if he backs up.
I never asked. Do you like vegetables or do you like fruit?
I'm fine with either.
Well,
I think they
are
need
you fine with charcoal?
less so.
That's all I've got.
A
Sorry.
pixie comes over, takes a few crunches, and dies.
So if
Vedic.
you
What? Nick was the one. Nick was the one with the prestidigitation cantrip. She can
No.
spend
That
that.
was-
She's holding a
dead
pixie that is
just
currently
ate my
folded at
pie.
the
Oh, absolutely. Here, hang on. Just onions and some bell peppers, and here you go. just toss it. Fantastic.
Oh, its wings are already lit up because I just picked it up.
Yeah.
It's legit, I'm burning still.
You're burning the floor.
you need to add garlic.
You're absolutely right. What was I thinking?
I will leave the baking to you.
That
Apparently.
see, it was a good try. Good job. Good job, I guess.
He's taking. Sorry, just imagine taking a pixie on like a what's the hell that slider thing is called? The mandolin.
Oh god.
Just little slices of pixie.
Oh god, it's like a CAT scan. The worst way. That's terrible. I love it.
Meanwhile, Quinn is like at the wheel of the airship, trying to like figure out how to control it, trying to read deep speech, using my ability to understand.
It is not written in deep speech.
Boil,
What you're
oil.
looking at, you're going to roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
And meanwhile, we're going to make bay chips.
Chips.
Boiling oil. You just mandolin.
15.
How do you boil
15,
oil?
you've never seen a skyship like this before. It has...
Would you
it's
like
a boat,
help?
but with long fins on either side and a long tail that seems to almost flow in like a liquid fashion. It has big glass pane windows that are segmentified, retain that circular shape that make everything a little bit almost like a fisheye look kind of situation when you're looking inwards. When you went under deck, you could definitely tell that there was damage inside as there was a battle.
There's still 4 squirrels running around.
No, the squirrels are gone.
Get rid of them real quick. Because that polymorph wears something.
But the number one thing that catches your eye is a weird obsidian-looking chair, in color, not like obsidian stone, that has all sorts of different runes and arcane enchantments that you've never seen before.
Okay.
This is an alien design that you're not familiar with.
So I can get it to drift, I just can't get it to actually go where I want it to go.
Would you like help?
At a certain point,
But it just...
He's like, hang on, I got this. And he sits in the helm and like his feet
He
don't
does that,
touch.
but he
and
leaves the
swirls
fairy,
around.
and so she immediately takes over the cooking. You're just gonna burn everything.
all the pixies are back. Where's Jerry?
Then why do I smell garlic? so the chair swivels around because his feet don't actually touch the chair. So he makes an Arcana roll.
Make an Arcana roll.
Way there. That becomes a 30.
Yeah, you know what this is.
Right.
Yeah. This is not a sky ship. It's a spelljammer.
I was right.
Everyone, hold on to your butts.
And as soon as you sit into the chair, what is your highest level spell slot at the moment?
7.
7. You feel a 7th, 6th, and 5th level spell slots immediately disappear, and you feel the whole ship, and the chair lifts off the ground as golden crystals begin to form underneath it,
Strangely comfortable with it.
and you feel something. Your whole body begins to tingle as you make connection, and you can tell there's another pixie on this ship. You don't know where it is. No, you do know where it is. There's a stash of mushrooms in the basement, in the storage. It's high as fuck right now.
I still smell charred pixie. Bring it on. Where do we want to go? No, he doesn't even answer. Just picks it up and starts sailing off.
Not everyone's on it.
What the
And
fuck?
it doesn't take much, but this thing begins to lift off. And about 5, how high are you going?
High enough to be like so the rest of the airships, like, they have elementals and stuff attached to them, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just put them up around there, you know?
And this area doesn't have skyships. There's one skyship that's currently in port being repaired right now because you blew it up.
I know nothing
And
about that.
funny enough, with a 30 plus Arcana,
Crystals?
you remember the designs of the airships of Verosian make that had their engine rooms that were heavily guarded at all times and always had a caster on board, no matter what, that had these strange chunks of obsidian rock at its core. As if they took chunks of other sky vessels like this, that is spelljammers, and diced them up in a way so that they can make skyships, lesser versions of it. They just didn't know what they had, or the thing that they had was damaged. But yours is a fully functional, well, mostly functional.
All right, let's set it back
flying
down
fish
and
ship.
set it up for. Let's set it up for a voyage. I don't know where we're going yet, but let's.
I'm going. I'm kind of like lighting things on fire. It's probably not good that I step on.
Make a
them.
cooking check.
Find something else that's lighter than air.
Modified 20.
Modified 20? It smells pretty good. You've cooked many of pixies in the past.
Not that I'd admit it. So they're all. And there's a
Stir-fry.
nice spring salad next to it with a baguette and whatever.
I'm gonna like this chick. Wait a minute, Todd, are you
It has a
a?
crunchy exterior, too.
Is Todd a? Oh, are you a girl bunny, a boy bunny, or a they bunny?
I'm Todd, but I go by she if you care.
Good. All right, so
We
so
really don't
I'm
need
really
to get
going to like
into it.
her.
It's better to just answer the question because otherwise he's going to pick you up and look.
I'm a girl.
That's
Please
fine.
don't pick me up. Ever.
Oh, that's-
Ever.
No, you pick up chicks, you don't pick up bunnies.
no.
Don't.
No? Just me?
Was the pixie okay?
The pixie was fantastic. It'll do fine.
He was not okay. He was cooked.
He was cooked very well.
Jerry.
As soon as you finish off the meal, a door opens. Has anyone seen Todd? Todd!
That's Todd.
I'm
Has
Todd.
anyone seen Jerry?
Sorry, Jerry. Jerry!
Nope.
Have not seen
Yes,
him.
but you won't see him again.
Not for another 24 hours. You won't see him again for another 24
I
hours.
killed him and then I cooked him.
What? Oh, I just forgot I had to go be somewhere else. Bye!
I need to be not here now.
Ben is going to become suddenly good at making little like dream catchers, and he puts everywhere.
You're going to capture and train a phase spider just to make invisible spider webs around the ship to catch pixies.
Fuck yeah, I will.
So, with the
Oh,
with,
and then he could get little lightning bugs that go with it to electrify the strings.
Oh, Jesus. With that on
Shocker
back,
lizards.
with you guys discussing future matters, we will end tonight's session with me giving you this.
All right.
A flying ship,
I'll take that.
Spelljammer.
I'll take that too.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, there you go. And we'll see what it comes from. There is a story to tell on this Spelljammer of what happened and what needs repairs. But it is game late. It is almost 11 o'clock at night. It is 11 o'clock at night, and we need to end here as a new character has been introduced.
Hey.
The
Very
Lord of Bed of
nice.
Frost has been vanquished. Time has been broken, resewn, and remade.
We
And
have a very large list of things to do.
yes, of possible avenues.
Where's
And the
the-
day hasn't even hit lunch yet.
No, we just had lunch. It's post lunch.
Yeah, post lunch. You had brunch. That's what you had. And now you have a Spelljammer. The possibilities are endless. You can go and join the cosmos around you and, say,
That's a lot
fuck
of
you
good
to the rest of the world.
Or we could just
I
get
didn't
places
say it
in
was
the
Todd.
material plane very, very quickly.
Yes.
At least 2 people suggested Todd might be an existential threat. So until you guys figure that out, I think Todd belongs on the board.
With that, we will end tonight's session. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you had fun. Till next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone. A new world to explore.
No shit.
Yeah, that's
And
awesome.
many more to come.
It's a wild new reset, is what this is.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll. The gods look down on us, we're just a game to them. eldritch monstrosities at their unholy whim. But we will stand up, we'll shout a battle cry. The future beckons us and we'll stand unified. There's something coming and it's coming fast. We won't be frightened by the dead hand of the past. We are the warriors.